Welcome to Baker High Wildcats football. And now, Baker High Wildcats football.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another Friday night of Wildcat football here on 97.5 WFBB. Coming to you live tonight from Live Oak, Florida, Suwanee County, just down the road on I-10 a little bit from Baker County, and set to bring you all the action. Wildcat football 2024, the Baker County Wildcats getting ready to do battle on the road tonight against the Suwanee Bulldogs, and the Wildcats of Baker County yet to come out of the tunnel. But I'm Mike Cruz, joined as always by my partner Kyle Davis, and we're set to bring you, like I said, all the action. 2024 Baker County Wildcat football. Big one tonight for the Wildcats, because the Wildcats last week, if you recall, a loss on the road against Tallahassee Godby last Thursday night. The Wildcats lost that game 39-34. We'll talk about that game some, but that moved the Wildcats to 3-2 on the season, 0-1 in district play. And tonight they'll play Suwanee Bulldogs in a district contest, and Suwanee also 0-1 in district play. Suwanee actually 1-4 on the season, but don't let that record fool you. This is not a 1-4 football team, and they've got their eyes set on beating the Wildcats tonight, because, Kyle, I'm going to let you talk through this a little bit, but in district play, this is what's important for the Cats, you know, these games in the district. So this year you've got Suwanee, you've got Godby, you've got Wakulla. So only 3 games each team plays within district play, so each game's so important. With the Wildcats going 0-1 against Godby last week, they can't afford another loss in district play.
No, I think it's a night that we got to show up, Mike. We can't afford another loss, period. I don't think it's about district play anymore. It's about the point system that we're going by, and I don't know if we lose and can make the playoffs. So I think the Wildcats are on a must-win scenario all the way out, Mike.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, it is, you know, like you said, it is must-win for sure. But the Cats against Suwanee here on the road, Suwanee had a chance to face Godby, the same team that we played last week. 39-34 was the score last week against Godby on the road. The Wildcats turned the ball over 5 times, a game that we talked about, all the opportunities that we had to win that football game. Suwanee played that same Godby team, 29-26. That game came down to a 3-point win for Godby. So both of these teams familiar with Godby from that perspective, but if you just think about it from a score perspective and don't look at it from a Suwanee's 1-4 on the season perspective, these guys can play some football, and they're going to be trying to sling it against the Wildcats tonight.
Yep. Captain's coming out that night. If you want to announce them, we got number 5, Kanice Williams, 99, Jason Johnson, and 22, Kel Cruz for the Wildcats.
Yeah, getting set for the opening coin toss here. But I'll tell you this, Kyle, the thing that I was getting at in the pregame, each district game so important, but with the Wildcats and Suwanee both 0-1, tonight Godby goes on the road to face Wakulla. Wakulla is the other district opponent, so if this is a bunch of ifs right now, but if Wakulla were able to beat Godby, then that puts us in a situation where whoever wins this game could end up in a 3-way tie. So that's kind of what, you know, the outside shot of the Wildcats winning district when you only have a 4-team district is tough, but there is the opportunity for a 3-way tie. So keep an eye on that score tonight, Wakulla and Godby. We want to see Wakulla win that game, and we want the Wildcats to win here.
Yeah, big opportunity tonight for the Wildcats. I think it's an opportunity we got to take advantage of, Mike. We cannot let this one slip by. I thought last week we dominated the football game for the last 6 or 7 minutes of the game, and we gave it away, and it hurt, and it's going to hurt. But hey, change it tonight.
Change it tonight. It does hurt when you lose, and that's what you want to see is how a team rebounds from a loss on the road. So the Wildcats will come out here tonight, and let's see. You know, it'll test their mettle a little bit against these Suwanee Bulldogs on the road. Tough place to play, man. This is a football crazy town. They love football over here. We were talking with Frank Allen, athletic director over here at Suwanee High School, good friends of ours, and Hunter Abercrombie, and the guys from Suwanee High School over here, just great people over here in Suwanee. But I'm going to tell you, they love football in this town.
Yeah, man, that's a college atmosphere over here, Mike. They're tailgating in the parking lot. It's a great atmosphere tonight. The Wildcats have got to show up, and I think they will, Mike. I'll be honest with you. They are moving towards the direction where I think they're going to show up tonight and put a good product on the field. We'll see.
The Bulldogs of Suwanee, the Wildcats of Baker County. It should be a good one. We're going to get set for kickoff here in just a moment. The Wildcats dressed tonight in black pants with the white jerseys with the red numerals and the white helmets. Suwanee in all green. They've got that traditional Kelly green that they're wearing tonight, the green pants, the green jerseys trimmed in white numerals with the green helmets. And in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, they're all decked out in pink cleats and pink socks, and you see a lot of pink on the field tonight, and that's why October being Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So you'll see that among high school stadiums all across Northeast Florida for sure. The Wildcats are going to kick the ball off to Suwanee, so Suwanee will get the ball to receive, and they will be moving right to left across your radio dial. The guy to look out for tonight is number 5, M.J. Rawson. He's a wide receiver, and he can go, but right now, looks like he's going to be lined up on the far left side. So we'll just be watching our buddy Boat right here and see if we kick it away from him. But either way, Suwanee's going to move right to left across the radio dial, and we're almost set to go.
Yeah, we got number 5 out there. I wouldn't kick it to him. You got Ken Coy Fryer. He's a sophomore, Matt. He's Matt Fryer and Tar Fryer's. He's Todd's son, I think, and he's got some prestige.
Well, yeah, we can talk about some of that prestige that you talk about, but that Fryer name runs deep over here in Suwanee.
Yeah. Squeal kid up the middle. We down at the, 28?
Suwanee's going to take it right there at the 24-yard line, first down and 10, so we'll get a look at the Suwanee offense here on their first possession of the game. It's very important for the Wildcats because, like Kyle said, this is a very, very good football environment. They will get behind this football team over here. It's loud. A lot of fans in here for Suwanee, so they will absolutely be loud. So the Wildcats, defensively, we want to do everything we can to quieten them down from the start. So just underway here from Paul Lankford Stadium, downtown Live Oak, Florida, about an hour drive from Baker County. They're going to go no backfield here, 5 receivers set, 2 receivers to the left. Rawson's on this side near the sideline. Snap back to the quarterback, straight drop, and he's going to be under pressure, and he's going to be sacked on the very first play of the game. The Wildcats get back there and sack the quarterback right away.
Case Foster with a great play, man. We blitzed him right up the middle. Nobody picked him up. He makes a great play in the backfield. Big loss right there for the Suwanee Bulldogs.
They sent 5 receivers out in the formation that time, and Thomas Sykes, the quarterback, he didn't have any time. He tried to step up in the pocket, and like you said, Case Foster was there on the spot.
It's going to be a good sign, Mike. I think we got to get pressure. I think we got to disguise ways to get pressure, not by blitzing all the time, but getting pressures the other way, and that was a good start for the Wildcat defense.
Yeah, big loss takes them all the way back to the 18-yard line, so it'll be second down and 16. Sykes again, no backs in the backfield. Now he does send Rawson in motion behind the quarterback, second down play, and you're going to get a delay of game here. They don't get the play off in time. Good sign for the Wildcat defense here. We'd like to get them off the field and maybe turn this field position around a little bit. So,
yeah, I think field position is going to be key tonight, Mike. We got to make sure we keep it. And our offense has struggled at times this year. We got to figure out, like I said, we're still trying to figure out identity on offense. But defense, they've showed up all year. Let's keep doing it.
So instead of a second down and 16, it's now second and 21. Still no backs for Suwanee. 5 receivers set, 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Different quarterback here. Now Sykes checks out, and you got another quarterback in there, and he just runs it straight ahead, and he gets to the 16-yard line.
11, Logan Brooks, Mike. I don't know. It's kind of a Wildcat situation there for him. Big third down.
Yeah, you're going to be looking at third down and about 20 here. They need to get out across almost to the 35-yard line. The ball sits just across the 15, so it's right at 20 yards to go on third down. Big opportunity for the Wildcat defense. They're going to show 5 wide again, and Sykes is back in there at quarterback in the shotgun formation. 2 to the left, that's the weak side. 3 to the high side, which is the strong side of the field. Third down play, Sykes straight drop, pump fake at the line, and he's under pressure again. The Cats are all over him, and we're going to sack him in the backfield, and that's going to force a punt from probably near the end zone as number 14 for the Cats got in there for the sack.
Jeremiah Mitchell. We've called his name a bunch this year, Mike. That's a great play by Jeremiah Mitchell.
Great play by Mitchell, and the Wildcats are going to force a punt here. 4th down for Suwanee. The punter is going to be in the end zone. He's going to stand about 5 yards deep. We're going to send Chase Phillips back here, and it's important, Kyle, no matter the return, Chase Phillips has got to just stop this ball and get good Wildcat field position here.
Yeah, great start for the defense. Let's see. Oh, he dropped it, Mike.
He dropped the punt on the ground, but he's able to get it off. The punt's going to be a high one, and it's going to hit around the 30 and take a Suwanee roll out to the 45, and he picked it up early, but we're going to have it from the Suwanee 45-yard line. 1st down and 10, so good field position for the Wildcat offense.
Yeah, great start for that Wildcat defense to come out and get a stop right there. Show them we come to play, and now the Wildcat offense, we're setting up on our side of the field to start the first offensive drive.
First offensive drive for the Cats. Let's see if Hudson Register in this offense is ready to go. They only need to go 44 yards because the defense did what they were supposed to do. So important, Kyle, and we got 2 sacks on that first possession. So important for the defense to set the tone.
Yeah, line of scrimmage, man. That's where this game's going to be won at. I think you got 2 even teams, Mike, and you got to win it on both sides of the line of scrimmage.
Robert Chick and Kanias Williams on this side of the field. The Wildcats show a similar 5-receiver set here, 2 to the right, 3 to the left. Now Hudson Hodges comes in motion, and now Kanias Williams checks back in behind the quarterback. First down play, Register takes the snap, going to give it to Kanias. Kanias running left side, captain tonight for the Wildcat team, but he's only going to pick up about a yard here. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
Yeah. Little zone read right there, man. I'll test them out. We're going to test them out with the run game first and see if we can pop one. I don't know if either team's going to be able to line up and run the ball at each other or not.
Interesting shifts that time. We showed 5 receivers, and then Hudson Hodges came and lined up in the slot. And Kanias Williams lined up back by the quarterback. He'll start there this time. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. 2nd down. We send Chase Phillips in motion. He fakes it to Chase. Hudson Register running it out of there, and almost kind of looked like a busted play somewhat, but Hudson Register able to pick up 3 yards down to the 40-yard line. So the Wildcats here, 3rd down and need about 6.
Yep. Jet sweep. We fake the jet sweep. Register keeps it up the middle, so big 3rd down right for the Wildcats. You got to win 3rd downs, Mike. That's the money down, man. Win it.
I'd like it to be a little bit shorter, but 3rd down and 6. Here we go. Register calls for the ball, and it looked like we moved early. Pass out to Chase Phillips, and Chase Phillips is going to have a 1st down. No flags on the play. The Wildcats got away with that one, Kyle, because Kanias Williams came out of his set in the backfield, and he was moving before the play started, and we're going to get a 1st down.
Yeah, big play for the Wildcats right here. Big miss call by the referee. But we'll take everything we can get, man.
Did you see it, too?
I did.
Okay. Kanias was about a half step early, and he came out of his set position, and the Wildcats get a big break. I think Hudson was expecting a flag.
Yeah, he was. He swung it out in the flat, and then Chase Phillips did the rest.
1st down and 10 Cats after a big 3rd down conversion. Here we go. Going to hand it off. Kanias Williams straight ahead. Kanias is going to carry tacklers with him this time down to close to the 17-yard line. So 4-yard gain on 1st down for the Cats, and that's a little bit better.
Yeah, I think we'll take that, Mike. 4 yards on 1st down. We'll take all night if they'll give it to us.
Wildcats going to show tempo here. No huddle offense. Register with Kanias Williams in the backfield. 3 receivers to the right side. That's the strong side of the field. Wildcats moving right to left. Pass out to Chase Phillips. He's got it, and he makes a man miss down inside the 10-yard line. And that's going to be a Wildcat 1st down, and it's going to be 1st down and goal.
Mike, if he don't fall down right there, he scores. He slipped on the cutback right here. He made a linebacker fall out of his shoes. He slips, and it would have been a touchdown for the Wildcats.
Wildcats going fast here. Looks like a couple of the Wildcats trying to catch their breath. Here we go. 1st down and goal from the 10-yard line. 3 receivers to the left side. Register looking that way. Going to fire it out there. Catch is made right along the line of scrimmage. I think that's Hodges. And Hodges is going to take it down near the 5-yard line.
Yep, just a little screen out to the left, man. Wide receiver screen. Nice catch by Hodges. Nice throw by Register right there.
Just a quick hitter. That's what the Wildcats trying to catch them. Get a block, get down the field. We had 3 receivers on that side of the field. Hodges made the catch, got about 5 yards. We're at the 5-yard line. 2nd down and goal from the 5. Snap straight ahead. Kanias Williams is running it inside the 5. He's down to the 3, down to the 2, and he's into the end zone. The far side official raised his arms up, and the Wildcats are on top 6-0 early.
Mike, I don't know if you can script a better start for the Wildcats. Come out, getting a stop on defense, getting field position, forcing the punt deep into our end zone, then coming down and scoring a touchdown. Huge start for the Baker County Wildcats tonight.
And I think you said it just right. You know, the script piece, you wouldn't have scripted 2 sacks on the first series and getting the ball at their 45. But if you could script that, that's exactly what the doctor ordered. Wildcats punch it in. 45-yard drive, picked up 2 first downs along the way. Now Boatwright's going to try to add the extra point, and he drills it right down Broadway, and the Wildcats have a 7-0 lead.
Great start. I mean, these Wildcats, hey, they're playing with intensity. The offense come out, and maybe they establish an identity right here. They're going to try to run the ball a little bit and hit quick hitters on the outside. We said that last week. You got to get the ball out of register. I love the game plan so far for the Baker County Wildcats.
Yeah, and it's all worked out. You know, it's you got game planning, Kyle, and then you got execution.
Yep.
And the Wildcat defense on that first series, able to get a couple of sacks, put Suwanee in a position where they needed a ton of yardage behind the chains, and that's the terminology you'll hear when you when you're watching ESPN. You start hearing them talk about behind the chains. Well, the Wildcats got a sack on first down, so immediately no positive yardage for Suwanee, and that's what your defense is trying to do.
Yeah, football becomes very difficult, Mike, if you're playing behind the chains.
Absolutely.
You do not want to play behind the chains.
Absolutely. Boatwright's got it teed up, 6:29 to go in the first quarter. Both teams have had one possession with the football, and the Cats on top, 7-0 behind a 5-yard Kanias Williams touchdown run. Kickoff comes down to the 15, bobbled there for a moment by the return man. Now he comes all the way across the field. He's going to get out across the 20, and Cale Cruz, one of the Wildcat captains, brings him down at the 23-yard line.
Yeah, great containment by Cale Cruz on the right side over here, man. He stayed home and did his job. That's what these Wildcats, you can't get trying to do anybody else's job, Mike. Do your job is what you got to do.
Stay home, and that's what Cale Cruz did. Sealed off the edge here. The return man could not get outside, which is what he was trying to do. Gets to the 22-yard line, and that's where Suwanee will start at first down and 10.
Timeout on the
You're going to get a mid-quarter timeout here. Let's take one with them. Let's take a 30-second timeout. Send it back to my buddy John Meadows. You're listening to Wildcat Football. We've got a 7-0 lead. We'll be back in just a moment here on 97.5 WFBB.
Have you ever thought about cleaning out your garage or wonder what you need to do with all those aluminum cans or scrap metal you've got laying around in the backyard? Well, look no further. You just need to load it up and head to American Recycling. Tim Hughes owns and operates American Recycling on Woodlawn Road in McClenny, Florida. They're open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and on the second and fourth Saturdays of every month from 9 a.m. to noon. Stop by and see Tim and maybe even cash in on that stuff you've got laying around. Tim and American Recycling say, go Wildcat.
So coming out of the timeout, the Wildcats will be on defense again. The Wildcat defense, that first possession, 2 sacks against this Suwanee offense, and the Suwanee offense talking about it now in the mid-quarter timeout, seeing what they want to do. Both teams come out tonight, Kyle, showing that 5-receiver set. The Wildcats shifted out of it a couple of times and really kind of read what the defense was giving them, made some adjustments at the line of scrimmage, and, hey, a good mix of run and pass on that drive for the Wildcat touchdown.
Yeah, absolutely. A great start for the Wildcats. Like I said, a great game plan from Coach Mays. Let's see what Suwanee does here. I doubt they come out with 5 out again. They were trying to spread us out, and I think run up the middle. I don't think they're going to be able to run the ball against this Wildcat defense. So I may be wrong, Mike, but we'll find out.
First down and 10 for Suwanee, an extended mid-quarter timeout here. They've got a whole operation over here, Kyle. They got some streaming going on down on the far side of the press box down here, and then they've got some YouTube live stuff happening over here. So they got a whole bunch of stuff.
They got it going on, man. I ain't never seen a press box this big. This big. That was nice.
I told you on the way over here we had plenty of room to stretch out, and they just swapped it from the last time I was here. We used to be all the way on that end. We're all the way on this end. First down and 10, Suwanee. They've got the football, 22-yard line. They trail the Wildcats 7-0. Big district contest here tonight between these two teams. Wildcats on defense, 4-man front. Suwanee will show traditional formation here. 3 receivers to the right, running back in the backfield. Sykes hands it off to him, and he's got some running room, and he's going to pound his way out to the 26-yard line. and that was a gain on the play, and that was Horn on the carry.
Yep, and that was Coach Foster again on the tackle right there. It was a gain of 5 or 6 yards up the middle right there. It was a mid-tackle. We had him in the backfield, Mike, missed the tackle.
5-yard gain, 2nd down and 5. Jadarius Horn, number 2, the running back on the play. He stands behind Sykes, the quarterback. Same formation. They'll run 2 receivers to the top of the field. They bring in an extra receiver over to the line to block this time. So 3 receiver set. Handoff, no. Fakes the handoff across the middle and finds Norris across the middle of the field. We were told, watch out for number 5, and he's got the catch, and he's breaking tackles. He's still on his feet across midfield, across the 40-yard line, and all the way down inside the Wildcat 40-yard line down to the 38. That's M.J. Rawson. And Kyle, he is just as advertised.
That's their guy, Mike. That's their guy that did everything for him this year. We had Chase Phillips out here on him. They ran a little slant. Rhett Roden comes up from the safety position, misses the tackle. Should have been a 10-yard game, Mike. We got to make a tackle.
Yeah, I mean, you saw his ability to break tackles there was how he got down to the 37 of the Cats. Big gain for Suwanee. It was just a little dump off across the middle, and Rawson did the rest. He checks out of the game now. So Suwanee will run 1 receiver to the right, back in the backfield, toss to him. That's Horn running to the left side of the field, and he's going to be bottled up. Good tackle on the edge that time by the Cats, and not a lot of running room for Horn.
Yeah, great play by Jeff North. They let a little bunch formation to the left right here. One of the Cats blew it up. He got 2 yards, Mike.
I think Chad Kinghorn came up and got a shoestring, and then Chestnut finished him off. 13 Kinghorn got in there. Only a 2-yard gain for Suwanee that time, so they're at the 30, right at the 35-yard line. It'll be 2nd down. Call it a long 7. And 7-0 Cat lead.
We've stopped the run all year, Mike. I don't think anybody can really run the ball against us. We've got to figure out a way to stop the pass, though. And I think that's what Swanee's going to figure out in a minute. They got to throw the ball quick, and we got to come up and make tackles.
2nd down play. They send 1 man in motion here. Going to fake the handoff and a big sack in the backfield. No, he gets away for a moment, but then the Wildcats swarm and get back there.
Jeremiah Mitchell again, Mike Cruz. He is I tell you, man, we've called his name all year. He's been a big player on this Wildcat defense.
Yeah, 2 sacks on the night for Mitchell. I guess you can call that a sack. I think the quarterback was going to run. That would look more like a design run play. We'll still call it a sack and give Mitchell a sack on the play. What do you think?
Yep. 3rd and 14 right here. Huge play for the Wildcat defense.
That old school I'm from, if you get the quarterback behind the line of scrimmage, it's a sack.
I agree, Mike. I'm with you.
Mark Gastineau would agree, wouldn't he?
Absolutely.
3rd down, 14 from the 41-yard line. Sykes in the gun now. Horn behind him. Sykes straight drop. He's under all kind of pressure. They send the screen. Josian Johnson, a captain tonight, almost got him. And Horn's going to be bottled up at the 35, and they're going to have a decision to make here. They're going to have 4th down at the 30, call it the 34-yard line, about 7 yards short of the 1st down.
Yeah, they ran a little screen to the left over here, and we about picked it off, Mike. We barely missed the interception right there. It may have been a pick 6. And great pursuit by the Wildcat defense to keep it to a 4th and 8 right here.
Yeah, Johnson was over there, and you're right. He was either going to get a hand on it or intercept it, and neither one happened. The ball somehow got by him, and they were able to get forward for some yardage, but not much. It's still 4th down and 7.
It's like they're going for it.
They're going to go for it. It's in no man's land here. You'd be looking at about a 51-yard field goal, so that's hard to trust. They don't want to punt it away, so they're going to go for it here. And now you're going to get a whistle before the play, and you're going to get a timeout for Suwanee.
Yep. Yeah, Coach Hall seen something he didn't like right there. Big down right here at 4th and 7, and probably a good timeout from Coach Kyler Hall right there.
Sometimes, an offensive team will just line it up to see what the defense is going to show them. Sometimes you might get a hard count, get that free 5 yards. We see that so much in high school football. The Wildcats try to capitalize on that as much as possible. So on 4th down on defense, you have to be disciplined. You have to stay in your lane. And
sometimes you see the punt team come out now after a timeout.
Sometimes, yeah. If you're watching FSU,
that's the MVP of FSU, their punter. We got a great punter. You punt 25 times a game, Mike, you ought to be pretty good at it.
Still the 1st quarter, and I'm already starting.
Yeah, I know, man. We ain't even made it close to halftime.
2:34 to go, 1st quarter. Cats on top, 7-0. Big play of the 1st quarter here as Suwanee going to go for it. 4th down and 7. Sykes is in the shotgun. He's going to send 2 receivers to the left side. That's the weak side of the field. That's where Rawson is. He's number 5. Keep an eye on him. Chase Phillips has the coverage on Rawson on this side. 4th down, 7. One back in the backfield. Sykes calls for the football, looking to throw. Pump fake, looking for Rawson, and he's held at the line. Chase Phillips had to grab him because they had a pump fake double move there for Rawson to go down the sideline, and you saw Phillips reach out and grab him.
Yep, I think Phillips had to grab him because he was beat. He don't grab him there, he walks in the end zone for a touchdown. So it's going to be first down for the Suwanee Bulldogs.
Yeah, tough play for Chase Phillips, but he's got his hands full out there with Rawson, and that time he had his hands full of his jersey.
Yeah, he did. He grabbed him there. It was a little hitch and go, and he bit on the hitch.
Well, you say bad penalty, but at the same time, it might have been a touchdown the other way with no penalty.
Better than a touchdown, absolutely.
First down now for Suwanee, so that was a 4th down and 7. So with the penalty, they'll convert here, and it'll be first down from the 24-yard line. Wildcats on the road here tonight, 2:27 to go first quarter, and a 7-0 Wildcat lead. Kanias Williams scored the Wildcat touchdown on our only possession so far. Second possession of the night for Suwanee. First down play, Sykes, straight drop, looking to throw. Fires one across the middle. He's got a catch made by Rawson, and Rawson right now is taking over this drive, at least this drive, Kyle, and he's made a couple of big catches. He forced a big penalty, and now he's got a touchdown.
Yeah, man, we knew some of the M5s, their guy, man. We're going to have to roll. We need to roll with safety over there. We can double cover this guy. That's the guy they want to go to, and he is taking over this football game right now offensively for the Suwanee Bulldogs.
And you saw his talent that time, Kyle. The pass a little bit behind him. He came back, went high in the air, made the catch, came down, broke one tackle, and went into the end zone, a 19-yard touchdown pass for Suwanee. So they answer the Wildcats touchdown, and now they're going to try to answer the extra point, and it is right down the middle, and we've got a 7-7 ball game.
Yeah, we're putting our best guy on him, Mike. Chase Phillips. I like that by the Wildcat coaching staff, but I almost think you got to double cover this guy, man. You can't let one guy beat you tonight.
You cannot let one guy beat you. You're right. And right now, on that drive at least, Rawson was the man of the hour. He caught 2 passes for big yardage, and he also forced a penalty, which gave them a 4th down conversion. So Rawson, the MVP, at least on that drive, 7-7.
If you look at the quarterback, man, he's looking at one guy. He's looking at Rawson every time. Where Rawson lines up, he's looking that way. He's throwing that way. I mean, we need to shift some kind of double. I get the safety over top. Give Phillips some help.
I like it. 7-7 ball game, 2:20 to go here in the first quarter. Wildcats will get their second crack at it here on offense and see what we can do with the football. Chase Phillips is going to go back to return. Looks like Phillips on this side. I can't tell on the other side. We'll have to check it.
That's number 4. That's going to be Sean Kennedy.
There you go. Phillips and Kennedy. Got a couple of good kickers tonight. I know you like that.
Man, I love it, man. Mr. Boatwright's been, like I told you tonight, coming over here, man. I can close my eyes and know he's going to make the kick.
Swanee's kicker kicks it all the way down into the end zone. That'll be a touchback. So the Wildcats are going to start at 1st and 10 from our own 20-yard line. Both touchdowns tonight scored by the 5, so 5s are wild here early on. Kanias Williams, number 5 for the Wildcats, and M.J. Rawson, number 5 for Suwanee. Yep, Kanias had a 5-yard touchdown run. So, Kyle, if you're playing Lotto Pick 6 tonight, you might want to put a 5 in there.
Yeah, put a 5 there. We knew coming over here, man. Everybody knew M.J. Rawson's their guy. So I would expect the Wildcats to adjust and not let him beat us by himself tonight.
Cats now moving left to right across your radio dial from the 20-yard line. Register in the shotgun. We've got 3 receivers to the high side of the field, 1 to the bottom. Here we go. Register takes the snap, pump fake at the line of scrimmage. Now Register rolls to his right side, looking to throw, flag down behind the play. We've got a man deep down the field. That was Hudson Hodges. He had a chance at the catch, but I think we've got a holding in the backfield.
We do, Mike. And some of those, I'll be honest with you, man, if I'm Register there, I take off. He's got 15 yards around this end right here. Take off, man. You take the pass, you take the drop, you take all that out of the play. You got 15 yards, and you probably don't get the holding call.
Pink flags tonight for the referee.
Yeah, I've seen that. Nice. All these Suwanee coaches have got their pink shirts on too.
Yeah, I mentioned that earlier. You know, the October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so a lot of pink at the ball field tonight.
Yeah, that sets us back tonight. We're inside the 10-yard line now, so that's a big penalty on first down.
10-yard loss, and we talked about being behind the chains, and the Wildcats are behind the chains now. First down and 20. Register from the 10-yard line. Calls for the ball, takes the snap. Wildcats going to run it straight ahead this time, and Keyshawn Kennedy on the carry, and Kennedy's going to pound ahead for 5 yards. Second down at 15.
Yep. That's just trying to get some yardage back, trying to get out of the own end zone. But we got to hit something big right here, something quick and something big. I'd look for something up the seam right here if I'm the Wildcats.
Second down play. Cats will shift 2 receivers to the high side of the field and 1 to the bottom. Keyshawn Kennedy is the lone tailback. Register in the gun. Need about 15 here. Register, straight drop, looking to throw. Now he's going to scramble out. He's going to get hit around the 15-yard line. Number 7 for Suwanee comes up and makes the tackle. That's Jace Moran on the tackle. And maybe a pickup of 1.
Yeah, Moran leads the Suwanee Bulldogs in tackles this year, and that was, Register took off, but there was really nothing open. There was a lot of pressure there, Mike. We got to protect a little better than that.
Third down now. The Cats, you don't want to go 3 and out on this possession. The Cats need a big play here to avoid that. Suwanee with the momentum after that last touchdown drive, 7-7. Ball game here. Wildcats scored first, but Suwanee able to come back and answer. Now, whistle on the field, and Suwanee has to call another timeout.
That's 2 timeouts they've burned already. That may come back to get them at the end of the half. We'll see.
Head coach for the Suwanee Bulldogs is Kyler Hall. I know we talked about the Fryer connection early on, but Kyler Hall's got another connection with your beloved Seminoles over there in Tallahassee.
He does. He was a great safety. He played. He started 2 years for Florida State. He was a good player at Florida State. So,
he did.
And he's been at Suwanee for how many years now, Mike?
Well, so Jamie Rogers was the last head coach before Kyler Hall. So Rogers came to Baker County for 3, and he's been
went to Georgia.
Yes, and came back. So Kyler's been here at least 7, maybe 8 years.
Yeah, Kyler's did a good job over here.
Yeah, and he's a hometown guy, too. So he's a Live Oak guy that went to Florida State to play. And you're right, he was a defensive guy for FSU. So he saw a lot of playing time over there. And you mentioned the Fryer name. You still see that. I think that you're right. I think that's Todd Fryer's son on the roster here. So
yes, Coy, it is Todd Fryer's son. He's a sophomore starting over here at receiver for the Suwanee Bulldogs.
The young folks listening in won't ever remember, but no,
that was something else.
The Matt Fryer connection was hard to beat, I tell you.
Charlie Ward, Matt Fryer. Here we go. Big third down for the Wildcats. 3rd and 15 right here.
Register in the gun, takes a snap, straight drop. He's under pressure.
Man.
He didn't see it coming, and he fires it out. It's going to be an intentional grounding against the Cats. He fired it in an offensive lineman. He just threw it to the closest man he saw, but the Cats didn't pick up a blitzer.
Yeah, we missed him altogether, Mike, and then we are going to be punting out of our end zone right now.
Huge loss there. You know, intentional grounding is a loss of down, and they'll place it at the spot of the foul, and that's going to be somewhere around the 5-yard line. So,
good thing about it, Mike, it was 3rd down already, so we didn't really lose it down. We got a punt here on 4th down, but we are punting deep out of our own end zone. Not what we wanted talking about field position.
No, and you're exactly right. So to explain that to the fans back at home, when we say loss of down, a lot of times on your penalties you'll get to replay the down. So like if that would have been a holding call on the Wildcats, you get to replay the down. In this case, since it's intentional grounding, you lose a down, which means they have no option to replay the down. So that just means the Wildcats will go to 4th down. The ball's back inside the 5, so Boatwright is standing with his heels
on the goal line.
On the goal line, or on the end line. 3 return men back for Suwanee around midfield. They won't rush it. They'll just let Boatwright kick it out of there. It's an end-over-end kick, and it takes a Wildcat roll, but great field position for Suwanee.
Yeah, they're at the 40-yard line, Mike, but still, we got a good roll out of that punt on Boatwright. Now the defense has got to step up and make some plays right here and get the ball back, man. We got to switch this field position because right now it's not on our side.
No, the field position, they were able to do what we did to them on the first possession, and we were able to flip the field and get the ball with great field position at the 45-yard line. Now Suwanee has done the exact same thing to the Wildcats, and they're going to get it at the 41-yard line, 1st down and 10. 25 seconds to go in the opening quarter.
7-7 here with the Bulldogs and the Wildcats.
7-7 ball game. Suwanee with the football. Big district contest. Both of these teams lost their first district game of the year. Both teams really need a district win, and both teams really trying to figure out where they're going to fit in terms of state playoffs. So
looks like we got 5 out here with Chase Phillips again, one-on-one, Mike.
One-on-one here. First down play. Sykes takes the snap, looking to throw. He's under pressure, and the Cats are going to get a big sack. What a job by Hodges. Owen Hodges just jumped.
No, that was Case Foster, Mike. He has had himself a night, man. That's 3 tackles behind the line of scrimmage already, and Case Foster's come to play tonight.
Yeah, Case Foster just jumped the offensive lineman that time, got back there. Sykes had no time.
Yeah, 10-yard loss.
Loses big yardage on the play, and now it'll be second down and call it 20 for Suwanee, and that'll end the first quarter. So the Wildcats and the Bulldogs, we knew it was going to be a good one here tonight, and after one quarter of play, it is a 7-7 ball game. Let's take a 2-minute timeout. You're listening to Wildcat Football on WFBB.
You're listening to Wildcat Football on 97.5 FM WFBB. This radio station is a ministry of Glen Baptist Church in Glen, St. Mary, Florida. We're blessed to air Baker County Wildcat Football live each week, and it's our hope that you enjoy the program. We know that life is busy, work, school, football, running errands around, but in the midst of the busyness, we all need a church home that brings the stability upon which you can build your life. If you're looking for a church home where you can grow in Christ and community, we would love to invite you to worship with us every Sunday morning at 10:30 a.m. Check us out on our website at glenbaptist.org or on Facebook, where you can access church info and content and even watch worship services. At Glen, you get dynamic music, gospel-centered expository preaching, and a wonderful faith community. Come grow with us.
Baker County Farm Bureau wants to wish the Baker County Wildcats much success this football season. Baker County Farm Bureau, specializing in auto insurance, homeowners insurance, along with life insurance. To get started with Farm Bureau, contact Jack Baker or Justin Webb at 259-6332. That's 259-6332.
And we welcome you back to Paul Lankford Stadium. The Wildcats get a big play on second down from Cale Cruz and are going to force Suwanee into a long third down situation. Third down and 20 coming up. That play a moment ago, they got it to Rawson, their guy, but Cale Cruz, what a tackle.
Great play by Cale Cruz in the flats over here. This is a big play, Matt. Don't let anybody get behind you and look for Rawson. They're trying to get the ball to 5.
And he's right here on the near side, right in front of the Suwanee bench. Third down play. Sykes takes the snap. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Fires one out there left side. He's got a man on the far sideline, but it's overthrown. He was under pressure, had to get rid of it. It'll be fourth down in the Cat defense now. 2 out of 3 times we forced a stop on this offense.
Yep, great job by Taz Kinghorn over there, man. Look, he was in the cover 3. He did his job. He had to overthrow the ball to be picked off. He couldn't put it in the zone, and a great play by the Wildcat defense from Taz Kinghorn.
Yeah, it's a big stop for the Cats because they started at the 41-yard line again, and we put them in negative yardage situation as they lost 10 yards on that possession.
Catch the punt here, Mike. Catch the punt, change this field position. Let's go.
Ooh, high punt in the air. Chase Phillips calls for a fair catch and now just lets it hit, and it's going to roll. It won't take really a Suwanee roll, but it's going to come down around the 13. But Phillips had a chance to catch it around the 16, so only about a 3-yard roll. It didn't take a huge Suwanee roll, but he initially called for fair catch and then kind of backed away from it.
That's one you got to catch, Mike, in my opinion. I'm sure they'll coach him up on the sidelines, but you got to come up and catch the football.
First down for the Cats now. Our offense needs to get it moving again after being stopped on that last possession, and a holding call on first down was really the culprit. That put us behind the chains, and we couldn't get out from under it. So now Kanias Williams back in the ball game for the Cats. First down play, Kanias going to get the carry, and he's going to get yardage. Kanias Williams out across the 20-yard line, out across the 25, out to the 29. About a 16-yard gain on first down for Kanias Williams.
Yeah, great job by the Wildcat offensive line right there, creating a little push, and we're getting a big runner on first down. It's always good to get, positive yards on first down, Mike, and that was a big positive. That was 16.
Call it the 28-yard line, first down. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Register in the shotgun, sends a man in motion. That's Hudson Hodges.
No.
And he fakes the handoff on the jet sweep to Hodges, and Register was going to keep it, and they're going to call false start on the Cats.
Yeah, what you don't want, man. What you don't want. Starting behind the chains. I don't know who that was on, Mike. I didn't see it. Did you?
I didn't see it either. Hodges was coming across in the jet motion, so he was going to get the fake of the handoff, and then Register was going to keep that one and run it himself. So I didn't see anybody move unless somebody else was moving when Hodges was in motion. Just not sure. But the Wildcats lose 5. It's first down and 15. Again, Hodges goes in motion. They fake it, run the same play. Register on the fake, and he's going to get the outside corner. Register 35, Register 40, Register across the 45. And he got hit. No flag there, and that's crazy. Oh, my goodness. He got hit way out of bounds. You got to throw the flag on that.
Yeah, that's a little home cooking over here for the Suwanee Bulldogs. It was on their sideline, Mike, and they hit him 5 steps out of bounds. That's a terrible no call on the ref right there. Great run by Register, though.
22 yards. Yeah, 22 yards on the gain. Hudson Register faked the handoff to Hodges on the jet motion like we talked about and just kept it himself. It was the same play that they had with the penalty, and now first down at midfield. Pass play to the right side. Wildcats have Chase Phillips and a catch made. Chase Phillips gets down to the 40, and a flag comes down behind the play.
Tell me, I'll call holding on Hodges, man. No way.
They called it in the area of a block. It's one of two things. It's going to be holding on us or a face mask on them.
Holding on us.
For sure. That was Chase Phillips in the flat. He caught it, and he was going to be close to the first down yardage.
That's what we've been talking about, Mike. Get the ball to Chase Phillips. Get the ball in number one's hands. I feel like we got to do a better job of that, and we're trying to tonight, but we can't get out of our own way right now.
The good thing for the Cats is that is a penalty spot of the foul penalty, so the block happened basically where the first down was, so we're basically doing first down over, first down and 10. But it wipes out a 10-yard gain. So Cats with 3 receivers to the high side of the field. That is the weak side. 1 receiver to the left. Here we go. Man in motion. That's Phillips. Phillips is going to get it on a jet sweep. He makes a cut, and he almost gets tackled there, and he's going to get upfield for 2 yards. Phillips was just a cut away from getting away and making a big play, but it'll be second down and 8.
Yeah, great play by the defense end for Suwanee right here, man. He misses that tackle. That's a big gain for the Wildcats.
48-yard line of Suwanee is where the Wildcats are now. 9:24 to go in the first half. Exciting ball game here. Crisp fall weather.
Oh, man, it finally feels good, man.
What a beautiful night for football here in Live Oak. Register takes the snap. He's going to give it off straight ahead, and Suwanee had 4 guys that beat the offensive line that time, and they push Kanias Williams backwards, and he's going to lose 2 yards, so we're going to be back to 3rd and 10.
Yeah, no chance on that play, man. A little zone read, we give it, and we just got blew up. It's going to be a 3rd and 11 for the Wildcats there.
They had 4 guys at the point of attack right there, and Kanias had nowhere to go. 3rd down, the Cats are going to have to do something to loosen up this front of Suwanee. 3rd down play, 3rd down, call it 11. Register takes the snap and a flag down, and we're going to get motion against the Cats again.
Yeah.
Another flag over the Cats. I tell you what, man, the Cats are getting a lot of penalties on this possession, Kyle, but how do you miss that? How do you miss that late hit on the sideline with a Register? I mean, he was past the line of players.
Yep, that was a terrible call, Matt, but we're doing this to ourselves right now, man. We have got, I mean, how many false starts can you have in a game? We've already had 4 or 5. We've got to quit killing ourselves, man.
And I'm not complaining, but that would have been 15. And 15 would have put you down in the 35.
That would have changed the field position that we keep talking about.
3rd down, 15, 5 on the play clock. Wildcats have to hurry. Register in the gun, calls for the football, straight drop, fires one left side, catch is made by Hudson Hodges. He makes a man miss. He's at the 50 down to the 47. He got back the penalty yardage plus about 3, and the Cats are going to have 4th down and 8.
Yeah, I think you punt it here, Mike. Change field position, punt it down. You got a chance to pin them deep. It's 4th and 7. They're going to punt.
I mean, in a tight ball game, you almost have to play field position here. I agree with you, but you want something to spark that momentum. So as an offensive guy, I'd like to keep the offense on the field.
I know, but as a defensive guy, and I think our defense has held this team together most of the year. Let's pin them back. Let's trust Boatwright to pin them right here.
Smart play is the kick, and the Wildcats will punt it. Boatwright gets it high in the air, and it's going to
not a great punt.
Well, it was a good punt, but if it takes a Wildcat roll, they're inside the 10. But it took a Suwanee bounce, and so they'll get it around the 13-yard line.
Yep. 7 minutes, 21 seconds left in the second quarter. We got a 7-7 ball game, Mike, and we got teams. I think we're kind of both killing each other out right here. So let's see. Let's see what this Wildcat defense can keep doing. We need a big stop here.
First down and 10 from the 18-yard line. If that thing bounces the other way, they'd have been inside the 10. But either way, they're still pinned down there inside the 20. Let's see what happens. First down play, Sykes, the quarterback for Suwanee. He wears number 4. Thomas Sykes, he's a junior quarterback for this Suwanee football team.
Watch 5 out here on our side, Mike. He's one-on-one with Chase Phillips.
They're going to hand the football off this time to the running back, Horn, and Horn's got a big hole. He gets a crease out across the 25, and he's out across the 30, and the Cats finally converge on him around the 34-yard line, but that time a big hole through the middle of that Wildcat defensive front.
Yeah, good tackle by Rhett Roden, probably a touchdown-saving tackle at a safety position right there. You don't want to see your safety making that many tackles, I can tell you.
First down and 10, Suwanee. Cats and Bulldogs doing battle here. 7-7 ball game. 6:52 to go in the first half. Sykes calls for the football, fires it out there left side. Catch is made right at the line of scrimmage, and the receiver gets a block, and he's going to get ahead for close to 10 yards out to the 45-yard line.
Yep, tackled by, that was Foster again out there on the flat. A good pickup, though. It looks like 9 or 10 yards for first down for the Suwanee Bulldogs.
Yeah, they got right at the chains over there, and that was Noah Lopez on the catch, number 1. He's a junior also. First down. They haven't moved the chains yet, though.
They're calling them short, Mike. They're going to be a yard short. No, they're giving it a first down now. We called it right the first time.
Well, they're signaling first down, but the down marker and the chains haven't moved, so they're going to have to hold up play here for a second. We've got 6:30 to go, first half. Remind folks to stay with us with our Baker County Farm Bureau halftime report. A lot to talk about tonight, Kyle. A lot to talk about at the halftime break. We hope you stay with us. I'll give you a teaser or two in a few minutes on some things that we'll cover at the half, or I may as well do it now because we're going to get a mid-quarter timeout. So let's keep it here, Kyle. Talk through it. 7-7 ball game on the road at Suwanee. District game that the Wildcats desperately need to win. Last week, Kyle, going over to Tallahassee Gobby, just too many mistakes, missed opportunities for this Wildcat team. If you listened or able to catch that game last week, you know, turning the football over. Had a chance, Kyle, before the game, we were talking with Frank Allen. He's the athletic director over here at Suwanee, and he's a friend of ours, and it's great the way the, communities, you're able to meet people from different communities and things. And when Jamie Rogers was the head coach over here, he made a lot of friends, and, you develop some relationships between the people of Baker County and the people of Suwanee. And Frank's a great guy, and he was saying, and this is so true, Kyle, he was saying to us before the game, you look at these two teams on video, and they're the same team, Suwanee and Baker County. And when you look at these offenses, they run the same formations, the same offense, and on defense, we look the same too, Kyle.
Yep, and we're turning the ball over. Both teams, and that's been their Achilles heel this year. Both teams are turning the ball over. He said we turned the ball over combined 10 times against Goblin. Both teams lost to Goblin.
Right.
I mean, you cannot turn the ball over in high school football. You just don't have the firepower to come out of that, man. You got to hold on to the football. Tonight, the Wildcats have did a good job. I mean, their offense has come out, and we've moved the ball a little bit. Suwanee's moved it a little bit. It's a defensive battle right now.
Yeah, and Frank actually said something that I thought was funny. He said they're basically Baker County West, and we're basically Suwanee County East. And when you watch these two teams on the field, we're running very, very similar formations, and both defenses tough when they need to be. And, we haven't seen that turnover tonight. And Kyle, in these big games, I talked about it last week, big plays, turnovers. Yep. That's what you look for.
That's what happened last week, man. And for the most part against Gobby, Mike, we dominated the game. I mean, with the last 8 minutes, we turned the ball over a few times. It cost us the football game. It was a big loss. I mean, we're in a situation now, and I hate it. But the truth is, for the Baker County Wildcat fans and teams, we're in must-win, Mike. We got to win.
Yeah.
If we want to play in playoff football this year, we got to win football games. We got to start tonight.
Well, I mean, if you're just interested in enjoying the football season and going to the games, you don't have to win. But if you're interested in making the playoffs, you got just a must-win. First down and 10 from the 44-yard line. Sykes, the quarterback. 6:34 to go in the first half here. Wildcats and Bulldogs. Sykes in the shotgun, takes the snap, fakes the toss to the left side, reverses field, and fires across the middle, and he's got a receiver and a catch made. Rhett Roden tried to put a shoulder into him, and the receiver was able to come off with the tackle and get inside the 40 down to the 38-yard line.
Yeah, Rhett Roden's got to wrap up right there. It was still a big gain and big first down. It's another 5 yards because Rhett tries to throw a shoulder instead of wrapping up. Young kid, he's a sophomore, man, still learning, made some great plays for the Wildcats this year, but he's got to wrap up right there.
First down catch across the middle that time for the Bulldogs, and they're inside Wildcat territory to the 37. Not in the red zone yet, but a good-looking drive for the Bulldogs. 6:12 to go. First half with the clock running. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, 1 back in the backfield. That's Horn, along with Sykes. Sykes calls for the football, takes a snap. The Wildcats might have been offsides there. Oh, no, we're going to get a delay.
Delay again.
That's a 5-yard boost for us.
Yep.
Huh. Take every yard we can get right.
We can get right now, Mike.
Tough.
Here's the thing, guys. We had them back pinned inside the 15-yard line. They've already drove past the 50. They're on the 40 now, or 40. I mean, they've changed the field position. That's what we've talked about tonight. I think the field position is going to be a critical part of this football game.
First and 15, 4 receiver set, 2 left, 2 right, 1 back in the backfield. Snap back to the quarterback. He pump fakes. Now going to try to run it. A holding call is going to be behind the play here. The white hat throws the flag as the quarterback scrambled ahead for 5 yards, but this is going to be a hold against Suwanee. So they lost 5 on the false start penalty. Now they're going to be backed up 10 more. This is going to be big behind the chains for this Suwanee offense.
Yep. That's hard to play offense behind the chains, Mike.
48-yard line.
5:44 and counting here in the second quarter, 7-7. It's first and forever, Mike. How many yards is that?
Well, you back them up 5, then you back them up 10 more. So we're looking at right at first and 25 here for Suwanee. Sykes calls for the football. They're going to run it this time. And Horn's got nowhere to go. The defensive front is there for the Cats and brings him down. He might have gotten back to the line or picked up 1 yard, but not much doing.
Yeah, great play there. I don't have 71 on the roster, Mike, but whoever it was a great play.
Got some young guys that are in there, and 71 is actually Grayson Thrift.
That's Grayson Thrift on the side.
That's right. 71. He's getting some playing time in there. I was talking to his grandpa tonight, Oscar Gray, Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning, my man Oscar, and he said, hey, look out for 71 down there, and he was right there on the spot that time.
Yeah, I coach Grayson, man. He's a heck of a football player. He's going to be a great player for the Wildcats.
Second down, 25. This is going to be a pass play. Sykes fakes the handoff, goes across the middle, and a catch is going to be made, and it's brought down inside the 30-yard line, and a huge gain for Suwanee as they go over the top of the Wildcat defense, and they're going to be inside the 20 down to the 15-yard line, and the receiver for Suwanee just went up high in the air and brought that one down. And it's a huge gain for this offense, and that was the same guy as earlier, number 11, Logan Brooks.
Yeah, Mike has killed us all year, man, giving up the big play on the pass, man. We cannot give up the big plays like we're giving up on defense. I mean, you're a bend but not a great defense, and you give up big plays like that. Now you're inside your own 20.
15-yard line for the Suwanee offense. Tie ball game, 7-7, 4 minutes to go in the first half. Handoff this time is going to be inside to Horn, and Horn's going to be brought down again by Case Foster, number 30, who knifed through there to make the tackle. He might have picked up 1.
Yeah, great play by Foster, flying in from his linebacker position.
Now, Suwanee has a good field goal kicker, so if you can stop them in 3 here, you'd force a field goal attempt. I would imagine they would try a field goal, but this defense has got to stand up here in this situation.
Yep, got to make a stop.
Suwanee did elect to take the football to start the football game, so the Wildcats will get the ball to start the second half. Second down play, quarterback Sykes fires one to the right side, and he's got a catch. That's number 5, Rawson. He's working on Case Phillips, and Rawson catches it at the 2 and dives across the end zone, and Suwanee's going to take a 13-7 lead.
Yeah, Mike, I don't know. I think we need to figure out we cannot cover this guy one-on-one. I mean, you can't do it. Get somebody to help it. All it is a quick slant. We got Phillips on him out there. Phillips has been on him all night. The guy's making plays. We got to put somebody else. We got to have some help over there.
A.J. Hitt is on to attempt the extra point. H-I-T-T. A.J. Hitt, number 18, place kicker for Suwanee. He made the first one a moment ago. Logan Brooks, the receiver who made the play a moment ago, is the holder. And now the referee stands back, and we'll get an extra point attempt. We'll take a break after this momentarily. John Meadows. The set down is a good one. The kick is on the way, and it goes through the uprights, and it's a 14-7 Suwanee lead. Let's take a 1-minute timeout. You're listening to Wildcat Football on WFBB.
Hi, this is Larry Birkins of Birkins Chevrolet in McClenny. It is truly an honor to help make these Wildcat radio broadcasts possible. Birkins Chevrolet with sales and service 6 days a week. Cars, trucks, SUVs, certified used cars. We help customers establish or reestablish credit. Thank you, Wildcat fans. From Larry Birkins at Birkins Chevrolet, US 90 in the heart of McClenny.
Online at BirkinsChevy.com.
For over 50 years, Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning has been serving the community of McClenny. They provide quality air conditioning, HVAC, and electrical work to the residents of McClenny and the surrounding areas. The phone number for Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning is 259-6546. Oscar and Susie Gray would like to say, go Wildcats. Again, that's Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning, 259-6546.
And we welcome you back here to Paul Langford Stadium, Live Oak, Florida, right downtown here, right along US 90 in Suwanee County, Florida. The Wildcats doing battle against the Bulldogs on the road. Big district ball game here. The Wildcats need a win. The Wildcats are 0-1 in district play, 3-2 overall. Suwanee is 1-4 on the season, 0-1 in district play. But I told you, don't be fooled by a 1-4 record. Suwanee is a much better football team than what their record indicates. And I was talking to a guy, a legendary guy from over here in Suwanee County, right down here. He's sitting in overalls right beside you there, Kyle. His name is Mike Pittman. Yeah. And Mike Pittman coached this football team to 3 state championships back in the mid-'90s.
I remember Pittman over here in Suwanee. You heard about him all the time. We got to move the ball here, Mike. We got 3 minutes and 33 seconds left. We got to get some score some points for halftime.
First down play, Cat's going to run Keyshawn Kennedy to the left side. Kennedy's got a little bit of a hole out to the 25-yard line, and he picks up 5 on first down. That's what you need. Positive yards on first down, and let's move these chains and go tie this game up.
Yeah, Suwanee's flying to the football right now. I mean, they are flying to the football, especially on the edges.
Second down, Wildcats need to kind of hurry up a little bit. 3 minutes to go in the first half. Register, 3 receivers to the right. Takes the snap, going to give it off again. Keyshawn Kennedy's going to run it up inside the middle of that defense, and he's fighting his way out toward the 30-yard line, and good job by the Wildcat offensive line to kind of push along the way there, and he picks up 4 yards. It's going to be close. It'll be third down and a long one.
Yep, a long one, Mike. This is a big down here. Clock going under 2 minutes, or 2 minutes and 42 seconds there.
They get the ball out to the 29-yard line, so the Cats need a yard to move these chains. Register's got Kennedy in the backfield. 3 receivers to the high side of the field. Third down play. The Wildcats try to get them to jump here. Register looks to the sideline. Plenty of time on the play clock. Just want to move these chains. 2:22 to go first half and clock rolling. And now you're going to get a movement on the front against the Cats.
Yep, that cannot happen, man. You can't go from 3rd and 1 to 3rd and 6, Mike. That's a killer for the Wildcat offense.
And it seems like every flag that comes out right now is against this Cat. I know there's been a couple against Suwanee, but it seems like all these calls are going against the Cats, but it feels like that when you're not winning, right?
Yep. it does, man. It's our own demise, man. It's false starts. You got to stay still.
Third down and 6. Register in the shotgun now. 3 receivers to the right. That changed the play call. The Wildcats will pass it out to the right side, but a tackle is going to be made right where the catch is made. And he's going to get forward progress out to the 29-yard line, but it's going to be 4th and 1, and Coach Mays is going to have to think about this.
Yeah, you got to punt it, Mike. I don't understand why we're throwing the ball in front of the sticks there anyway, man. We're running a hitch 2 yards in front of the sticks there, man.
And he almost got there. Forward progress was to the 29. One more yard, and the Cats would have had it. That's how much a false start 5-yard penalty hurts you.
I'd let this clock run, Mike.
Let it run as an offense right there. You were sitting there 3rd down and 1. The Cats needed 1 yard. That false start backed them up to 3rd and 6, and guess where you're at? 4th and 1 after a 5-yard gain.
Get rid of the ball. Oh, boy. Mays called a timeout there. I think everything was out of whack there, Mike. The play clock was winding down. I think we was trying to wind it down, but then I don't know if we lost track of it or what, but we about got a delay of game.
Clock ran down to 1:28 to go in the first half. As a reminder, again, I'll have our Baker County Farm Bureau halftime report coming up. I want to thank our Farm Bureau guys, Jack Baker, Justin Webb, 259-6332 down there at Baker County Farm Bureau for all your insurance needs. Automobile insurance, homeowners insurance, life insurance, health insurance. They do it all. 259-6332.
Best in the business. All right, Cruz, I'll tell you what, ain't nobody better than Jack Baker and Justin Webb at Farm Bureau.
Yeah, and I tell you what, they'd probably be happy to not see any more of these hurricanes coming down the way. I tell you.
Yeah, no doubt.
And me and you both.
Yeah. I think we got another one coming there saying that, or headed this way anyway.
I hope not. Steer the other way.
You know who we're kicking to here, Mike? Number 5. So I would kick it away from this guy. He is dangerous with a football in his hand.
Boatwright's going to stand around the 15-yard line. He's going to receive the snap there, try to get a good punt away, and he gets a good low-angled kick. It's going to come down at the 40 and take a Wildcat roll. And the Wildcats are actually the ones that touched that, and they're going to mark it right there where he touched it at the 35-yard line. So 1:16 to go in the half. We definitely want to avoid one thing here. I don't care if the Wildcats score again before the half, but we got to stop them from scoring.
Yeah, we want this game to be a 7-point game going into halftime, man. We cannot give up anything right here.
Yeah, the Wildcats will get the ball to start the second half of play against these Bulldogs on the road here tonight, and that's exactly right. We do not want them to score before the half. So, 1st down and 10. They've got the ball right at the 35-yard line. The Wildcats go on defense again. A 14-7 ball game. All the touchdowns have been made by number 5. 2 touchdowns by number 5, MJ Rosson for the Suwanee Bulldogs. And Kanias Williams has the only touchdown for the Wildcats. We haven't scored since the first possession.
Blitzing off the edge here, Mike.
1st down play. They pass it out to the left side. The pass goes off of the hands of the receiver on the far sideline, so it's incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10, but it stops the clock. 1:11 in the first half.
Yeah, we brought pressure off the left side. Kel Cruz was blitzing, got a little pressure, made him get the ball out quick.
Big shout-out to my buddy Dale Cushman. I was talking to Dale Cushman today. He's a Baker County guy, played for the Wildcats, but he's lived over here in Live Oak ever since he got married years ago, and was talking to Dale today on the phone, and he was saying, go Wildcats, but he has a hard time saying that, living over here for 30 years. You know,
this is a good atmosphere Swanee's got over here, man.
Great atmosphere. 2nd down play, 2nd down and 10. They're going to hand the ball off, and the Wildcats do a good job here. He's going to pick up 2 positive yards out to around the 37, maybe the 38. He might have gotten 3, but it's 3rd down, and Suwanee is going to the Wildcats are going to burn a timeout.
Yeah, Chase Foster, Kel Cruz, Seth Chestnut all combined on a tackle right here. It's a big 3rd and 7 right here with 1:01 left on the clock.
Yeah, so as I was talking to Dale, my buddy Dale Cushman from McClenny today, Dale played on that first Wildcat team back in '89 to win the district championship. And if you'll remember back in those days, I said 90s earlier, but Mike Pittman, he was in the 80s, and 3 state championships in a row. And if you'll remember back in those days, what I was trying to say about the record, so Suwanee's 1-4 right now, Kyle, but those Suwanee teams that Mike Pittman played, they would play tough schedules.
Oh, yeah.
They would play Valdosta. They would play Lake City. They'd play Madison. And at the end of the year, they'd be 5-5, but they'd win the district and get to the playoffs. And when they did that, they'd go on a run and they'd win state championships. Oh, they did it 3 years in a row.
If it was like it was right now, he'd have a lot easier time because it's points. District don't even mean nothing, Mike. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Playing them teams.
So you play the tough schedule, and it gives you an opportunity for your team to get tougher, and you build from that. And he really set that set that, and he's a legend. They treat him as a legend over here. He's got his own seat here in the box. And
oh, yeah, he's over here in his overalls. He's sitting at the back, and I like sitting beside him right there.
Yeah, I had a chance to talk to him before the game. He's as nice as they come, and he's a big-time Suwanee Bulldog man. Third down and 7. Straight drop by the quarterback, and he's under pressure in the Wildcats. That was a busted play for Suwanee. Sykes turned to his right, looking to get rid of the football there, and he had nobody, and the Cats make a big sack.
Yeah, big sack right here. We call a timeout with 50 seconds left. I would think we'd try to block this punt, Mike.
Well, we'll have a chance here because they won't even think about going for it with 4th and 20. That's the 4th sack of the night for the Wildcats. So the defense, from a sack perspective, has come up big tonight. Now, offensively, we've got to get something going.
Yep, that was nice pressure. That's Kel Cruz off the edge. We blitzed again off the right edge that time, and Kel Cruz gets the pressure and makes the sack.
Now, when they were getting the ball back, I said, I don't care if we score again before the half, but really, I do care if we score again before the half. Now we'll get the football back. Jake.
Well, Jake Lee brought us some food up here, and he won't take our money. So,
how'd you pull that off?
I don't know. I guess his daddy Jeremy decided to buy us a hamburger tonight, Mike.
Hey, well, now we're sponsored by Jeremy Lee.
There you go.
All right, well, we'll send them some money later. 4th down play now. Swanee's going to punt it. Punter's going to stand down around the 13-yard line. Chase Phillips is back at our 45. Cats have a chance here with 50 seconds to go in the half to make something happen. And he dropped the snap. And Chase after him, almost tackled him back there. He gets the punt away, and it goes to midfield, and we'll have it right there. But about 10 seconds come off the clock because of the extended punt play. And I think the White Hat threw a flag back here.
I don't know what the flag is, Mike, but that 16, the punter, or 18, the punter for Suwanee to get that ball off, it was unbelievable. We should have the ball at the 10-yard line right now, but he gets the ball off. We'll see what the flag is.
That's the guy I was telling you about, A.J. Hitt, H-I-T-T. Now, to throw this flag where the tackle was made, I mean, you can't rough the punter when he's trying to make a tackle on the punter, so it can't be roughing. What can this flag be? It can't be. I mean, the only thing I can think is horse collar.
Horse collar or face mask, Mike. I couldn't tell if he had him by the face mask or not.
Well, he was behind him, so I can't.
Or get waved off would be my.
There you go.
Yep. Waved off.
I mean, I can't imagine he was throwing the flag for roughing the punter.
No. We got a good opportunity right here, Mike. 40 seconds left.
But seriously, put your referee hat on here. What would he have thrown that flag?
That's why he threw it. He didn't realize the guy's running for his life. I think he realized he made a mistake. It was a white hat.
Okay. That's why it concerns me, because if you're the White Hat and if you're thinking that could possibly be a roughing, then you need to go back to referee school.
A big chance right here for the Wildcats. So, Mr. Cruz, we are 40.6 seconds left. We got one timeout and the ball at the 50-yard line.
Yep, just inside the 50 at the 49 of Suwanee. First down and 10 for the Cats. We trail it 14-7 on the road. Cats with a chance here to go 2 for 1. Register with the snap, straight drop, good protection. Donner's going deep down the sideline. Chase Phillips is open down there, and he's going to get hit as the ball arrived, and there won't be a flag, but there is a flag at the line of scrimmage.
Yep, Mike, that ball was underthrown. We had a chance for a touchdown right here. It may come back anyway because of a hold, but that ball was underthrown by Register right here. Chase Phillips was wide open for a touchdown.
And it's worse than a hold. It was a personal foul face mask against the Wildcats, so one of our linemen must have gotten called with his hands on somebody's face mask up there at the line of scrimmage, so the touchdown wouldn't have counted anyway. But you're right, Chase Phillips had 3 steps on the defender to pass slightly underthrown. He had to come back for it, and the defender got there at the same time as the ball, but 15 yards against the Cats here.
Yeah, we got to be careful now, Mike. We're backed up here. It's first and forever, and I wouldn't be surprised, but we may run the clock out here.
First down, 25 now for the Cats. Register takes the snap, fires to the right side. Catch made over there. I think that's Rhett Roden, and Rhett Roden's going to get ahead 5 yards upfield and gets out of bounds, and the clock's still running, unfortunately. They ticked off about 3 extra seconds there, and if there is one thing I can tell you, it's a great atmosphere, but there does seem to be a little bit of that home slide.
You're always going to fight that when you come over here to these rivalry games like the Suwanee Bulldogs. You're going to have that clock running a little fast.
I mean, that was at least 3 seconds after Roden went out of bounds on the far sideline, but the Cats are in a tough spot here anyway. But you want to see what we can do offensively, because we will get the ball to start the second half. So the Cats Want to try to get some momentum here. Second down play, second down and 20. Register in the gun. Got a receiver down the sideline, and it's a catch. Oh, he just dropped the football. He had Hudson Hodges running down the sideline, and that would have been a huge gain, if not a touchdown. And the pass just unfortunately goes in and out of his hands on the far side.
I will say that's about Hudson Hodges. That's the first pass I've seen him drop all year long.
Oh, no, he's not a dropper.
He's had a bunch of big catches this year, man. That one went through his arms. It ain't happened all year.
The defender bit. That was a pump fake at the line of scrimmage, and Register had him biting, and the pass was completed and then out of the hands of our guy. And you're right. I mean, if you're going to talk about a sure-handed guy on that side, Hudson Hodges is as sure-handed as they come, and I know he wishes he had that one back.
Yep. And Kyler Hall is going to take his last time out here with 18 seconds left. 3rd and 18.
You think about that play, though, Kyle, and I know Hodges hates it, but with that catch, even if he gets tackled right there, you got a chance at a field goal maybe, or even to throw one in the end zone here.
Yep.
And now the Cats are going to be facing 3rd and 20.
Huge play, Mike. That's a huge play. But, hey, man, that's what happens, man. The guy's been perfect all year. Sooner or later, you're going to drop one.
Shout out to Hudson's brother. He is across the pond, as they call it, Kyle, as the Jacksonville Jaguars made their way across the way to London over there. So if by any chance Hudson Hodges' brother Cooper is listening in tonight, he's listening from London. He might be our longest distance listener that we've had ever.
No doubt, ever. I'm pretty sure if he's able, he's listening in too. Cooper's a big Wildcat guy.
Well, if he is listening in to us, Cooper, go out there and have a big game Sunday. Jaguars need to put together a little winning streak.
Yeah, I think we will, man. We seem to do pretty good in London.
I like the matchup this week. We'll talk about that. We got a lot to talk about at halftime tonight. 3rd down and 20. Cats trail by 7. Register in the shotgun. Takes the snap. He's under pressure, and he's going to get tackled, and now that'll probably be it for the first half.
Should be. I don't know why the clock stopped. I don't think Suwanee has any more timeouts.
No, they've definitely used their 3, and that should be running, and it is now. And that'll wind up the first half. So, Kyle, Swanee's going to take a 14-7 lead into the locker room here at Suwanee against these Wildcats, and the Wildcats will get the ball to start the second half, and so the Wildcats will have a chance to come back and tie this game up early in the third quarter, and that's what they're going to need to do. Cats trail by 7, and we're going to come back with our Baker County Farm Bureau halftime report in just a moment. We're going to take about a 5-minute break here and send it back to my buddy John Meadows. He's manning the booth back there with Corey at Glen Baptist Church, and we can't thank Glen Baptist Church and Pastor Chaz Rowland and all the folks that go to Glen Baptist Church and John Meadows and the fine radio ministry they have there through 97.5 WFBB for keeping these Wildcats on the air each and every Friday night. So we appreciate what they do. And, John, I'm going to send it back to you. We're going to take a 5-minute break, and we'll be back with our Farm Bureau halftime report. You're listening to Wildcat Football on WFBB.
Dual State Real Estate is a proud supporter of Wildcat football. We offer home and land sales as well as property management in Florida and Georgia. Come in for a free consultation, and we'll show you how to get up to 16% more for your property. Mention this ad, and we'll give you free buyer representation. Don't hesitate. Call Dual State, owned and operated by Sabrina Thrift. Call us today at 904-397-0263 or check us out at dualstaterealestate.com. We'll give you service you deserve from people you can trust. And at Dual State Real Estate, we are always Wildcat proud.
Foster's General Contracting and Plumbing is located in Glen St. Mary, building trust with quality work and dependability. Wildcat Radio is happy to be partnered with Robbie Foster and Foster's General Contracting this year. Foster's General Contracting and Plumbing, your hometown full-service plumbing and general contracting company. We're here to serve all your new construction or remodeling needs, both residential and commercial. Do you have plumbing needs? We do service calls and offer free estimates for any repair, big or small. Call us anytime, 904-653-1136. That's Foster's General Contracting. You can also go online to fostersgeneralcontracting.com. Locally owned and operated and has proudly served Baker County since 2006. Let's go Wildcat. Tailored Healthcare Clinic right there in McClenny on South 5th Street. 259-5929 is the number. They offer primary care, traditional primary care services through the insurance, direct primary care memberships for an affordable monthly plan. They've got lots of different services they offer. Hormone replacements, one of the things they do, medical weight loss, aesthetic treatments, including Botox. Give them a call, 259-5929.
Have you ever thought about cleaning out your garage or wonder what you need to do with all those aluminum cans or scrap metal you've got laying around in the backyard? Well, look no further. You just need to load it up and head to American Recycling. Tim Hughes owns and operates American Recycling on Woodlawn Road in McClenny, Florida. They're open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and on the second and fourth Saturdays of every month from 9 a.m. to noon. Stop by and see Tim and maybe even cash in on that stuff you've got laying around. Tim and American Recycling say, go Wildcat.
Baker County Farm Bureau wants to wish the Baker County Wildcats much success this football season. Baker County Farm Bureau, specializing in auto insurance, homeowners insurance, along with life insurance. To get started with Farm Bureau, contact Jack Baker or Justin Webb at 259-6332. That's 259-6332.
Hi, this is Larry Birkins of Birkin Chevrolet in McClenny. It is truly an honor to help make these Wildcat radio broadcasts possible. Birkin Chevrolet with sales and service 6 days a week. Cars, trucks, SUVs, certified used cars. We help customers establish or reestablish credit. Thank you, Wildcat fans. From Larry Birkins at Birkin Chevrolet, US 90 in the heart of McClenny.
Online at BirkinChevy.com.
For over 50 years, dependable heating and air conditioning has been serving the community of McClenny. They provide quality air conditioning, HVAC, and electrical work to the residents of McClenny and the surrounding areas. The phone number for dependable heating and air conditioning is 259-6546. Oscar and Susie Gray would like to say, go Wildcats. Again, that's dependable heating and air conditioning, 259-6546.
You're listening to Wildcat Football on 97.5 FM WFBB. This radio station is a ministry of Glen Baptist Church in Glen St. Mary, Florida. We're blessed to air Baker County Wildcat Football live each week, and it's our hope that you enjoy the program. We know that life is busy, work, school, football, running errands around, but in the midst of the busyness, we all need a church home that brings the stability upon which you can build your life. If you're looking for a church home where you can grow in Christ and community, we would love to invite you to worship with us every Sunday morning at 10:30 a.m. Check us out on our website at glenbaptist.org or on Facebook, where you can access church info and content and even watch worship services. At Glen, you get dynamic music, gospel-centered expository preaching, and a wonderful faith community. Come grow with us.
Wildcats of Baker County went on the road tonight. Third week in a row, the Wildcats have been the traveling team, and this third week in a row finds the Wildcats down 14-7 here at the halftime break. We're coming to you live from Paul Linkford Stadium in Live Oak, Florida, right here on US 90, downtown Suwanee. And Kyle, I hadn't been to Live Oak in a little while. I try to get over here from time to time, but I hadn't been over here in a little while. As we were driving in tonight, little four-man truck ride. We had Jackie Baker and John Sharman. Those two guys, they're basically part of the Wildcat coaching staff. So
They're on the sidelines. They got sideline credentials. They're way big time than us, man.
But we're cruising in right there, coming in, on the main road there in Suwanee, and past the Publix. Past a couple of other newer restaurants that I haven't seen since the last time I've been here, and of course they've got the world-famous Busy Bee out there by the interstate. How much longer until Baker County catches up and we'll get us a Publix and a Busy Bee or something out there?
I don't know, Mike. I think it's coming, man. I think we got it on the way, but they've been saying that for years now.
For years and years. All right, Baker County Farm Bureau, my man Jack Baker, my man Justin Webb down there, 259-6332. one call does it all, and I trust them with my business. My car insurance and my homeowner's insurance have been with them for many, many years, and they will absolutely stand behind the fact that they will service their product. And if you ever have a question or need anything, they're just one call away, 259-6332. And friends of ours, Jack Baker, Justin Webb, and they do a great job, Baker County Farm Bureau, and they sponsor our halftime show each and every week. And Kyle, tonight, Wildcats desperately need a win in the district race, and we talked about it. This year's district, the 4-team district: Tallahassee, Godby, Baker County, Crawfordville, Wakulla, and these Suwanee Bulldogs. And those are your 4 teams in the district. And right now, Godby's 1-0 in the district. They've got to win against. Godby's 2-0 in the district. They've got to win against the Wildcats, and they've got to win against Suwanee. So the only chance that the Wildcats have, or anybody has, of winning the district is for Godby to go down. So they're playing Wakulla tonight. If anybody wants us to get a score update on that one, let us know. But if Wakulla were to win that game against Godby, and Wakulla's playing at home tonight, if they were to win that game against Tallahassee Godby, that gives the winner of this game an outside shot at a 3-way tie in the district. And what that would mean is the Wildcats would need to beat Wakulla and win this game tonight coming from behind. So the Wildcats have given up 14 unanswered here to Suwanee, 14-7. How do we go about getting this ball in the second half, Kyle, and winning this football game?
I think we got to get the ball. I think we've tried to figure out if we can run the ball at them. We can't. I think we got to get the ball out quick in the slot, Mike, and see so we can make somebody miss. I mean, test these guys on the edge. We hadn't really did that yet, and defensively keep doing what you're doing. I mean, aside from a few big pass plays, man, I thought the defense was held up. They've held up really good.
Yeah, I mean, they have been susceptible a few pass plays. MJ Rawson has gotten his yardage, and he's got 2 touchdowns, but it's not so much that we shouldn't be there with them. And I tell you, we've got to do something offensively. One thing we have to do is eliminate these penalties. We need to come out with a clean drive to start this second half. The first things first. I always begin with the first things first. You got to go tie this football game. Go make this a 14-14 game, and then, give yourself some confidence. This team needs some confidence right now. They're coming off the loss on the road last week to Godby. Coming over here to Suwanee, this is not an easy place to come play. They need some confidence right now. They need something good to happen on this second half, opening kickoff drive. That's really where the key lies, I think, in this first drive of the second half.
Yeah, I think penalties is. I'm glad you mentioned that, Mike. I think penalties has killed us. I don't know how many we've had. I would guess 8 or 9 a bunch. I mean, just self-inflicted penalties that's killing drives. We got to quit doing that. I mean, hey, we got to get yardage on first down, sustain drives, and let your defense play. Your defense is doing good. So we got to move the football a little bit, get the defense off the field. I got a score update here, Mike. Godby is beating Wakulla 20-7 right now. That's from Mr. Gerald Ray Roden. I guess he's listening in to us tonight.
Well, Gerald Ray, we appreciate the score update, but I'll tell you this, that doesn't bode well for these Cats. And so at that point in time, if you're not able to get back into a race for the district championship, then it comes down to points. So at that point in time, the Cats need to build the best record possible and get as many wins as possible. So either way, we have to come back and win this football game on the road, which starts with the Wildcats getting the ball to start the second half. But that doesn't look good for Wakulla win.
No, it don't look good at all. But all the Wildcats can do tonight is worry about themselves, Mike. You got to figure out a way to win this football game and then win games going forward from here. I mean, if you win out, you got a chance to make the playoffs. I mean, no matter what happens in the district anymore.
Kyle, I know that you're very proud of where you work, and I know that you're very proud of what you do for a living and all that stuff. But, I think maybe the bad luck omen was the fact that you showed up to my house today wearing a Kelly Green shirt that has your company name on it and basically wearing Suwanee colors.
Yeah, I didn't think that through, Mike. I didn't think about the Suwanee Bulldogs colors over here until I got in the truck with you today. And, hey, everybody knows I'm Wildcat through and through.
No doubt. I wasn't worried about that. It's just, maybe just a bad luck sign. Maybe next week we'll mix in a Wildcat shirt.
I usually wear a Wildcat shirt.
All right, so Kyle, let's move ahead and talk about some other things that are important in the sports world. The season hopes came crashing down for me this week as the Phillies had no chance against the New York Mets. The New York Mets probably, if not the hottest team left in the playoffs, one of the hottest teams left in the playoffs. So and I messed up already. Cardinal rule. It's not the Major League Baseball playoffs. It's the postseason.
Yeah.
So Phillies they couldn't hit, and they couldn't manufacture any runs, and the Mets just took care of them. So the Mets are sitting there waiting, and they're waiting for the winner of the Dodgers and the Padres. So who do you think is going to get that win tonight?
We both like the Dodgers.
I like the Dodgers.
And I think the Dodgers is going to beat the Mets when they get there. So I don't have a score update on that. We'll find one.
Yeah, we'll check it. But most importantly, I agree with you. I think the Dodgers are going to get that win tonight. Hugh Darvish is going for the Padres. He shut down the Dodgers the first time he pitched in this postseason, and I think seeing him for the second time tonight, the Dodgers might get the best of him. Either way, the Yankees are already through on the American League side, so the Yankees are sitting there waiting for the winner of the Tigers and the Guardians. The Guardians used to be the Cleveland Indians. That's the Cleveland Guardians now. So the Tigers and the Guardians, they play tomorrow. Can Detroit? The Guardians came back the other night. They got them, and it's evened up 2-2 now. Can Detroit go play the Yankees, or is it going to be Cleveland?
I like Detroit in that, Mike, and I think that's against what most people think. But I think Detroit's going to surprise people and beat the Indians, or beat the Guardians. I call them the Indians still, but.
Yeah, well, the higher seed would be Cleveland, and then the higher seed would be the Dodgers, of course. So we're both thinking the higher seed's going to get through. And then that sets up for a couple of good championship series. You know, Mets and Dodgers will be a good one. I mean, nobody's playing better ball right now than the Mets, as much as I hate it. I did not want to see that happen. You know, a lot of people talk about this, you know, what happens to these teams that get a week off, you know, at the end of the year after they win the divisions. Does that really stymie things? But I'll be honest with you, Kyle, what I think honestly is, you got to be the hot team. You got to be playing well at the end of the year. And I think if you're playing well at the end of the year, it doesn't matter if you get a week off or not. You just have to be playing better than the other guy. And I tell you, the Mets got hot at the right time. They basically controlled the last 2 months of the season. And even though they didn't win their division, they got the wild card. They're doing what they've got to do to win baseball games, and they won their wild card series that they had to win. And here they are with a chance to go to the World Series.
Yeah, more than any other sport, Mike, I think baseball comes down to who's hot at the right time. If you're hot in October, you got a chance to go somewhere in baseball. And there's no other sport like that. That's why baseball's to me the best sport around.
Oh, I mean, well, you won't get an argument here. But I'm baseball through and through. I try to tell my son, because he tells me baseball is boring. And I got to tell you, Kyle, when you watch postseason baseball,
that's all I watch. I don't watch regular season baseball. I watch postseason baseball.
Every pitch. Yep. Every pitch is important. And when the home team is winning and they've got the towels waving, I mean, it doesn't get any better than postseason baseball. And if you'll watch that, I'm telling you tomorrow, watch that Tigers and Indians or Guardians game tomorrow, and you'll see what I'm talking about. And if you're watching Dodgers-Padres tonight, you'll see the same thing. Postseason baseball is so exciting. Every pitch matters. I feel for my team, Phillies going out. I feel for your team, the Braves, not making it. And I feel for my buddy Greg Harrison. I was talking to him this week, and he's a big Kansas City Royals guy, you know. And
only him will be a Royals. Is that the only Royals fan in the clinic?
He might be the only Royals fan in McClenny, but he's been I told you today on the drive over here, Greg and I grew up together, so we lived 500 yards from each other through the woods growing up.
Sorry for you.
Well, but he's been a Royals fan since we were kids, and I've been a Phillies fan since we were kids, and so we've always talked about that. 1980 was the year that the Phillies beat the Royals in the World Series. We had a chance to have Phillies-Royals in the World Series this year. Well, guess what? Not going to happen.
Yeah.
All right, Kyle, tell me which one of these games really fascinates you. You've got number 2 versus number 3 tomorrow. Ohio State going on the road to face Oregon. You've got Texas, the number 1 team in the country, taking on Oklahoma. That's the Red River Shootout. And Oklahoma maybe not as good as they have been years past, but that game is a rivalry game. You've got, in the SEC, you've got Ole Miss, number 9 in the country, taking on LSU on the road at LSU. And then, of course, you've got Florida, Tennessee. Alabama takes it on the road to South Carolina. South Carolina, not a team that's really stepping up to beat a lot of people, but they're playing people tough. And then also Penn State, USC tomorrow, and then, of course, Florida, Tennessee. Which one of those games excites you?
I think Ohio State. I think, man, you got a different opinion on Ohio State or Oregon. I like Ohio State in that game. I think you like Oregon.
I went back and forth this week as I was sitting down and making my picks. You know, Ohio State is a team that, you know, year in, year out, they're solid. They're going to play tough football. They're going to punch you in the mouth. They're a Big Ten football team, and you know, I just think at some point in time, Oregon's going to break through.
Yeah.
And this sets up well for them. They're at home tomorrow, taking on Ohio State coming in. I think there's going to be a lot of excitement behind Oregon tomorrow. I'm pulling Oregon in the upset.
I'm thinking Ohio State makes a statement tomorrow. Statement to the nation.
And they may. I might be dead wrong. I just got this feeling that Oregon makes a statement tomorrow.
One thing I'm glad about, though, Mike, is I ain't got to watch Florida State play tomorrow. We got a bye. I cannot lose tomorrow. So, hey.
I'm taking Texas to beat Oklahoma, Kyle. I'm taking Penn State to beat USC, even though I think USC plays them close. I'm going to tell you this. Georgia's favored by about 23 points over South Carolina, and I'm going to tell you like this. South Carolina will cover that spread.
Yeah.
They will keep the game closer than 3 touchdowns, but Georgia's going to win that football game. Ole Miss on the road at LSU. Watch out for the upset here. Yeah. Jackson Dart, that Ole Miss offense, they're good, but going into LSU, tough place to play, and I think that game's at night.
Yeah, if it's at night in LSU, it's absolutely going to be tough, and I can't pick against LSU at night in Baton Rouge. Now, on the other guy, let's talk about Florida, Tennessee, Mike. I know you want to get to that one. So,
I want to get to that one? I don't know.
Yeah, I think Florida plays Tennessee tough tomorrow night. Now, as bad as I hate to say it, them guys are playing for Billy Napier right now, and I think they're going to come out tomorrow night and they're going to play very hard. And I think you're going to have a ball game going into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'll just tell you how I feel, Kyle. Florida's won 17 of the last 20 games against Tennessee. Florida has a way of coming out of those games looking very well against Tennessee. But here's the thing, man. I just don't see it tomorrow. I mean, Florida's biggest win this year is against UCF, a game that, years ago you would have never even said was a big win for Florida.
It wasn't too many years ago they beat you by 30, though. They beat you 30 to...
Well, that was a bowl game. You throw that out. I mean...
Oh, yeah. Bowl games don't count. I agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
Georgia fans are trying to count our bowl games. It don't count either, Micah.
They were just happy they scored 63. But listen, you throw that game out where UCF won. I'm just saying UCF's not a game that you want to come out beating your chest and say, hey, we beat UCF. Well, they did. They beat UCF. That's great. Florida's got to go win a game like this tomorrow to prove to anybody that they belong in anybody's, conversation about, and trust me, I'm not talking about top 25. I'm just talking about relevant, okay? Just to be relevant, they've got to win a game like tomorrow. Kyle, I'm going to tell you right now, Tennessee covers the spread tomorrow. Florida has no chance.
I don't think so, Mike. I'm going to go against the grain there. I'm going to tell you, I think they're playing for Billy Napier's job. Billy's, for some reason, still got a hold of that team, I think.
Yeah.
I think Florida's going to come out and play tough, and you're going to have a very good football game. I think Tennessee wins, but I think Tennessee wins late, and it's a very close football game.
And I said that wrong a while ago. I said Bama at South Carolina, which was right. Bama's the team that South Carolina will stay within 3 touchdowns. Georgia played Mississippi State. I think Georgia gets a huge win.
Surely Georgia gets a huge win tomorrow.
I called that wrong. I had it written down right. I just called it wrong. But Bama's the team because of the fact that they got the big win against Georgia 2 weeks ago. Then they went on the road, and Vandy was able to pull an upset miracle. That was one of those games where you're watching it the whole fourth quarter saying, okay, Bama's going to win this. They're going to win it. It's not pretty, but they're going to get the win. Well, they go down there around midfield. They turn the football over. Vandy doesn't let them get off the hook, and Vandy pulls the win.
Crazy game.
Alabama fans are stunned.
They're stunned. That's the same thing like Georgia, man. We looked at Georgia's schedule for the year, and I looked at you, Mike. I said, who's going to beat Georgia? I mean, their schedule is so pitiful. I mean, who's going to beat them? Well, they got a loss already. You know what I mean? They can't beat Alabama. They can't beat Alabama any year. It's in Kirby's head. I don't know what's going on. And then Alabama goes to lose to Vandy. I mean, hey, college football is a different world right now, man. And it's going to be a different world, man. I heard they're talking about pulling. You're not even getting the national letter of intent anymore. It's all about money. Who gives the most money?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's all it is.
I mean, it's changed.
I told all my Georgia friends, listen, you shouldn't be happy about Alabama losing last week because they were all happy about Alabama losing. I said, you shouldn't be happy about that.
It makes them look bad.
It makes them look bad. But here's the thing. Georgia wins tomorrow. I think Alabama wins. I think South Carolina keeps it close. I think Tennessee wins big. I've got Oregon. You've got Ohio State. You're saying Florida's got a chance against Tennessee?
I am.
We'll see. There's some great games tomorrow.
They are. Good day of college football. We're about to kick off, though, Mike.
Yep. And Sunday, I'm going to tell you right now, I think the Jaguars make it 2 in a row.
I like the Jags, too. I like the Jags to win the next 2 weeks, Mike.
There you go. They could pull a 3-game winning streak and get back in the conversation. Suwanee and Baker County here from Paul Langford Stadium in Live Oak. We appreciate you listening in to our Baker County Farm Bureau halftime report. It's a chance that we get to show you how little we know about sports each and every week. The Wildcats going to return it from the 5-yard line, bring it out across the 20. Good return, but a flag comes in behind the play. And the Wildcats were bitten by the flag all first half, Kyle, and it looks like a decent return to the 25 is going to get brought back by a block in the back to start this half.
Exactly what we just talked about, Mike. We have got to limit the penalties, and we got one the first play of the second half. Unbelievable. I can't get used to these pink flags.
Well, you can just watch the referee's arm back there because he's winding it up and throwing on every play. First down and 10 Cats, but they'll mark it back inside the, oh my gosh, all the way back inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah, to start out across the 25, we're all the way back inside the 10 now. We cannot get out of our own way right now.
14-7, Suwanee lead. We get started here in the second half. 11:51 to go, third quarter. Wildcats back on offense. Hudson Register, the junior quarterback, brings the team to the line of scrimmage. In the shotgun, takes the snap. Toss sweep out to the right side. Toss sweep to the right, and we're going to run it out across the 5, maybe the 6. Not much doing as Suwanee out there. That was just a straight toss sweep. You don't see that much more in high school football, but maybe a yard.
Pistol formation, toss sweep to the right, and we lost a yard, Mike.
Second down play. Robert Chick lines up at the receiver spot on this side of the field. That's the only receiver here for the Cats. 3 to the other side. Second down 11. Register calls for the ball. Register looks to throw. He's got a man wide open in the middle. Catch made 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Running away from the defender, 35, 30. He was quarantined 2015. This is going to be a 91-yard touchdown pass from Hudson Register. Who caught that?
Rhett Roden, man. Great big play, Mike. That's what we're talking about, man. That's what you got to come out and do in the second half of the Wildcats. They went back to the same play, Mike, the hitch and go. They faked the hitch on the inside, outside receiver release, touchdown Wildcats. That's an 80-yard touchdown for the Baker County Wildcats.
91 yards, Kyle.
Oh, man, I'm 91. Cutting him short. 91 yards.
Number 17, Rhett Roden, takes it to the house, and Rhett Roden was not going to be denied, Kyle. He was pulling away from the Suwanee defenders. He was quarantined, number 1, wide open from the get-go, and then just pulled away and ran it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats.
I don't know, man. It may have... Was it 13 or 17? I think it was 17.
Well, we're going to get the extra point block. The Wildcats came with a chance to get it. The snap was low, so Hudson Register had to go down, dig the snap out, and he got the hold up late, and so Boatwright was late getting the kickoff, and they had a guy come off the edge and block the extra point. So instead of it being a tie ball game, it's 14-13.
Regardless, huge play, huge drive for the Wildcats, huge play for the Wildcats. I call it a drive. It was one play, and it was a great play. We went back to the same play, like I said, that we had open in the first half, and they hit it this time. And great throw and catch by Register and Roden.
It was. I mean, but, you know, that extra point is just an example of how snake-bit the Wildcats have been recently. You know, we turned the ball over so many times last week at Godby. All the opportunities the Wildcats have. Here we come out and we score on a huge play, 91 yards. Boatwright is automatic, and we have a bad snap, you know.
Yeah.
And you know, Register did the best he could to get it up, but by that time you allow that defense time to get back there, and they block it.
And we hope we don't look back, Mike, at the end of this game when it comes back to haunt us.
Yeah, you hope. But extra points always matter, Kyle. They always do. Boatwright's got it teed up at the 40-yard line. He kicks a high, short kick this time, coming down at the 15. Wildcats trying to come down and cover the kick, and he's going to take it outside around the 30 to the 32-yard line. Wildcats elected to kick it short that time, and it's going to be the 32-yard line for a first down for Suwanee.
Yeah, they're trying to keep it away from 5. I don't blame them. I wouldn't kick it to 5 either.
Yeah, I mean, he's made every play for this Suwanee. Well, they had a couple of other guys catch the ball in the first half, but touchdown-wise, number 5 has been the guy.
It's time for this Wildcat defense to come out and do something. Hey, big play by the offense. Come out and get a stop here, man. It starts on first down. You got to get them behind the chains here. Let's make a stop right here.
First down and 10 for the Suwanee offense. Thomas Sykes, number 4, brings the team to the line there. He's been the quarterback all night tonight. He's got number 2, Jadarius Horn, in the backfield. First down and 10, Suwanee. One receiver from the left side goes in motion, and the running back is met in the backfield. I think that was Phillip Jackson, and Phillip Jackson just put a lick on Horn in the backfield.
Yeah, we hadn't called his name all night, Mike. What a time to call it right now. Great play by Phillip Jackson. He met him before he got the football right there and drove him back for a loss of 5 yards.
Phillip Jackson, just a 5-yard loss all on his own that time. Reminded me of Jadavian Clowney, the Michigan running back. You remember that?
I do.
Ball don't lie, does it?
No, it don't.
Second down, 15. Suwanee with the football. 5-yard loss back to the 27. Sykes in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left side. That's the weak side of the field. Sykes looking to set up the screen pass. He's got a screen to the left side. The Wildcats might have hit the face mask, but I think he kept his hand off of it. He didn't grab it.
He let go. He grabbed him by the hand and let it go. It was very close.
Big loss on the play, 2 yards. They got the screen pass complete, but the Wildcats were there, covered it up, and now it's third down and 17.
Yeah, they tried to set up a screen to the left side with Pryor out there, and we just blew it up. 99 blew it up. 99, which is Jason Johnson. We've called his name a bunch tonight. Huge play right here, Mike. We got 5 one-on-one with Chase Phillips down here. I would look for them to go to 5 right here to try to make a play.
Third down play. Sykes in the shotgun. Third down. 7 on the play clock. They fire one across the middle, and a catch is made, and Rhett Roden comes up and drills the receiver, but he drills him right at the first down marker, and I think they just used 5 as a decoy out there on his own, and that's Noah Lopez. Again, he makes a big play for Suwanee.
Great hit by Roden, a better play and catch by number 1 for Suwanee right there, man. He hit him as soon as the ball got there, Mike. He was right at the first down marker. It's going to be a first down for the Suwanee Bulldogs.
Yeah, I mean, they're moving the chains. He's out to the 42.5-yard line. They needed the 42.
That's the kind of plays we got to get off the field on, Mike. We cannot give up 3rd and 15s if we're going to try to win this football game tonight.
They just caught us asleep over the middle that time, and were able to get it. First down play, first down and 10 from the 42. Sykes again to throw. They throw it to the first down marker, and they had an open receiver over there on the far sideline. So 2 plays in a row, this Suwanee passing game has gotten the Wildcats, but we got a flag down behind the play.
Yep, we got one of them pink flags on the field. It's going to be a hold on the Bulldogs.
Finally, we get a big holding call against Suwanee.
5 wide open, though, down the field, Mike. We cannot leave this guy open.
Coach Hall did not like that holding call.
No, 5's taking himself out of the game right now. It's good to see if you're a Wildcat fan.
So that would have been a huge first down inside Wildcat territory. The flag behind the play is going to be holding, and they're going to mark it back from the 42 all the way to the 32. So it'll be first down and 20 for Suwanee after the 10-yard penalty. And that's something we haven't seen. I mean, Suwanee hasn't killed themselves with the big penalties, but that one is going to hurt. First down and 20 from the 32-yard line. 14-13 game, Suwanee with a 1-point lead middle way through the third quarter. 2 men in motion right there. That's going to be a flag against Suwanee again. They had a receiver in motion, and they pass it out here to Horn, and Horn makes the catch. He didn't get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's going to be a legal motion against Suwanee before the play.
Yep, and we'll take it, Mike. Now Suwanee's kind of shooting themselves in the foot like we've been doing all night.
Yeah, and that one was easy to see. And if I'm Coach Mays, I might think about declining this because that was a loss on the play. It would be second down. It'd be second down at about 22 if he were to decline it. It would be first down and about 25 if he were to take it. So
I decline it all. He declined it.
There you go. Good call by Coach Mays. I'm with him. I say decline that one and take the loss on the play. They lose a yard, so now it becomes second down and 21. Most importantly for the Wildcats, though, you just want to limit the downs they've got.
Absolutely.
8:22 to go, third quarter, 14-13 ball game. Sykes in the shotgun sends a man in motion. That's the running back Horn. Sykes throws one across there, and it's going to be an interference call against the Wildcats. He was trying to hit his receiver over here on the near sideline, and the Wildcats come over there and hit him on the play, and they hit him early.
Yep. That was Chase Phillips and 30. Foster. They're arguing.
Yeah, well, the Suwanee team didn't like it, and they ran out there to help their player. But they're talking to the officials about that play, and now they're going to get a flag against the Suwanee coaching staff.
Oh man, Suwanee coaches are arguing now. It's getting ugly.
Well, you hate to see the penalty on the Cats. Now, here's the thing. They're going to call pass interference here against the Cats, but I was explaining last week, Kyle, this is 2nd and 21, so in high school football, it's not an automatic first down. So it should be 2nd down and somewhere around 6 or 7 to go.
Yeah, we got pink flags everywhere on the field. They got a lot of sorting out to do here.
Well, the penalty that they threw on the coaching staff most likely will be a sideline warning, I would imagine, Kyle, but we'll sort this out.
You got Mays on the field, Coach Hall on the field. We got, and the referees are talking. I don't know if that's ever a good thing.
Well, number 5, M.J. Rawson, he's the guy with 2 touchdowns for Suwanee tonight. I mean, the Suwanee staff took exception with the hit on the receiver as soon as it was made. They were on the field. They're upset about it. So they you know, it's a bad situation.
Yeah.
You know, it's a bad situation. It was absolutely pass interference to start with.
I didn't see anything wrong with the hit.
Well, it was pass interference, and then once the ball got there, the Wildcats hit him. So I think that what the Suwanee coaching staff is trying to say is the pass interference kind of held him up, and then we took a free shot, is kind of what they're trying to say, which you'd have to go back and watch it again on film and see. But they're not happy with it. Either way, we'll see how they sort this out. It's going to be at least 15 yards against the Cats. And Rawson, though, most importantly, you hope he's okay.
Yeah, he's a heck of a football player.
Yeah, you hope he's okay. And right now, he's moving just fine, but he's
down.
Definitely hurt. We're going to sort all this out. 8:04 to go, third quarter. Let's sort it all out. Take a 1-minute timeout here. You're listening to Wildcat Football on WFBB.
Dual State Real Estate is a proud supporter of Wildcat football. We offer home and land sales as well as property management in Florida and Georgia. Come in for a free consultation and we'll show you how to get up to 16% more for your property. Mention this ad and we'll give you free buyer representation. Don't hesitate. Call Dual State, owned and operated by Sabrina Thrift. Call us today at 904-397-0263 or check us out at dualstaterealestate.com. We'll give you service you deserve from people you can trust. And at Dual State Real Estate, we are always Wildcat proud.
All right, Kyle, so after everything's sorted out, you had 2 penalties on the Cats. One of them was pass interference, and the other one was personal foul with targeting against the Cats. After that 15 yards, it's now 2nd down and 7. And just for the Wildcat fans to know, M.J. Rawson for Suwanee did get up, and he was fine as he came off the field. So 2nd down and 7 after the penalties. Wildcats jump up there and almost come across on an offsides. Catch is made on the far sideline. Flag behind the play as the receiver gets down the field into Wildcat territory. But we're going to have a flag here and a holding behind the play, I think, against Suwanee.
Yeah.
Blocking on the edge.
We had him in the backfield, missed another tackle. Taz Kinghorn was back there, had a chance to wrap him up in the backfield. We're going to get a hold.
Mm-hmm. That was a 2nd down and 7 play. They hit the receiver on the far sideline over there. That was Corey Fryer, number 10. He made a couple of guys miss and got down into Wildcat territory, but I think right there where he made his cut, Kyle, is where they're going to throw the flag and get a holding call, and this is coming back.
Yep. Tell you what, Mike, this breeze coming through this press box, man, it feels like fall, don't it?
I mean, all day today. Last night, you went outside last night. The air felt nice and cool. I walked outside this afternoon. It was a little warm, but overall, today has just been a beautiful day.
Yeah, great night for football. We've got a great game right here between the Bulldogs and the Wildcats.
1 out of 365 ain't bad if you live in the corner of it. 2nd down now. It's going to be 2nd and 15 after the penalty. Sykes, straight drop. He's under pressure, has to throw it across the middle. The catch is going to be made, but he goes down right where he makes the catch at the 47-yard line. That's Fryer again.
Yeah, great catch by Fryer right there, Mike. Great catch to set him up with a 3rd and 6 right here.
Yeah, the catch was made right across the middle, and Fryer did what he had to do to make the catch, but he couldn't go anywhere with it after the fact. The Wildcats almost had a sack in the backfield, and then they almost had Sykes for going across the line of scrimmage there. He almost got back to the line.
I think if you're Coach Hall right here, you're in 2-down territory, Mike. I mean, I don't see him punting from here, so you got 2 downs to get 5 yards. Let's see what they do.
I don't know, Kyle. They got the lead. You don't do that with the lead, do you?
So let's see.
Third down, 6. Sykes takes the snap. They try to set the screen up. Catch is made on the far sideline. He makes a move, and Fryer is going to run around the Wildcats and get down to the 40-yard line for a first down.
Yep.
Hey, you don't have to worry about it now.
No, we won't get to argue about that, Mike, because we missed another tackle in the backfield, and they run for a first down.
And 2 times they kind of went back to the same play call there. It's almost like a little bubble screen, Kyle. And Fryer able to get the block on the edge that time, no holding call, and he gets down the field to the 40-yard line.
Yep. Wildcats have got to step up right here, Mike. This is we cannot give up a score right here.
6.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Cats trail by 1, 14-13. Sykes calls for the ball, going to keep it himself. That was a busted play in the backfield, and Sykes is going to be dropped for a 1-yard gain. He turned to give the ball to the running back, and he went to the wrong side, so Sykes tried to make something out of it at a 2nd down and 9.
Yep. Number 5, Rawson's coming back in the game. I was wondering how long it was going to take him, but he's back in the game here on 2nd and 9.
Yeah, he looked like he was totally fine when he got up out after the play a moment ago. Yeah, that maybe had the breath knocked out of him a little bit.
I think that was a coach. Hey, fall down, act like you're hurt. It's kind of a little thing, but
little gamesmanship.
Yeah,
that happens. But good to see that he's okay. 2nd down and 9 from the 39-yard line. 14-13 game. Suwanee on top by 1 right now. From the 39, Sykes is under pressure. Phillip Jackson's back there. Somebody needs to go get it.
That's going to be grounding, Mike. No, lost it down.
Phillip Jackson hurdled a man, got in the backfield, got a hold of Sykes in his jersey, and he threw the ball backwards, which would have been a live ball if one of the Wildcats would have gone and gotten it. But they're going to call it intentional grounding, so that at least the head official is calling this a forward pass.
What a play! What an effort play by Phillip Jackson right there, man. He's got 2 guys. He's just cutting through 2 guys right there and gets to the quarterback to makes him throw the ball away. Unbelievable effort by Jackson.
So they're wiping the intentional grounding off because he did throw it backwards.
Yeah.
And the ball will be where it went out of bounds, which is it's the right call.
Yep. You got a 3rd and 20 is what you got, Mike. We got to find a way to get off the field right here.
5:21 to go, third quarter. The Wildcats came out of the locker room, and we said they had to score on their first possession, and they did. 91 yards. Hudson Register makes a pass to Rhett Roden, and Rhett Roden ran away from the defense. Kyle, 91 yards. One of the biggest plays of the year for sure, and the Wildcats were able to get back within 1. We got the extra point blocked. It was a bad snap. Register had to get it low. It wasn't on Boatwright at all.
You know who the snapper is? Well, the snapper's Rhett Roden, and he come out the game because he was tired from running. That's probably why we had the bad snap there, Cruz. But
well, maybe it was, and that was one of the things last week. You know, we had an opportunity last week where the Wildcats had a chance to kick a field goal, but Roden is the long snapper, and his ankle was injured last week, and so he wasn't in the game, so the coach didn't want to take that chance. And so you saw that they wanted to. That's the key thing. That snap is key.
Yeah, snap it up, Rhett. Snap it up, son. You don't give us so many opportunities. Your ankle can hurt tomorrow, boy.
Well, the Wildcats did cut it to 1, though, and it's 14-13. And now you're looking at 3rd down and 20, and a chance for the Wildcat defense to get Suwanee off the field, which would be huge. We got to get back and take a lead in this game. We haven't led since the first possession of the ball game when the Wildcats went down and scored, and we had a 7-0 lead. But ever since then, it was 14 unanswered points until that Roden touchdown a few moments ago.
Mike, I see Coach Jackie Baker down there on the sidelines. He's talking to Sheriff Roden. I bet Sheriff's giddy right now with his son. 91-yard touchdown, man.
I'm sure.
Like I said, he hadn't scored many touchdowns. He was a thumper. He didn't score many touchdowns in his time.
Yeah, it was a huge play. I mean, a huge play, and he should be proud. Big play for Roden, and he didn't get run down from behind. He ran away from guys.
Ain't no doubt. Huge play for the Wildcat defense right here, Mike. We got a 3rd and 20. Got to find a way to get off the football field right here.
3rd down and 20 coming up for Suwanee. You got Rawson on this side. He's the guy, number 5.
They've been using him as a decoy, Mike. They're going to him right here. Got to be going to him here.
3rd down, 20. Here we go. Sykes in the shotgun. Suwanee leads the Wildcats by 1. Spikes, calls for the football, looking to throw it. He's under heavy pressure. The Cats hit him in the backfield. He has to throw it away. He throws it deep and long and over the head of everybody. It'll be 4th down.
Great pressure by Jackson and Foster right there by the Wildcat defense. The guy didn't have time to throw. He throws it away, overthrows everybody. Great stop for the Wildcat defense.
And that's what you got to do. You got to make him uncomfortable, because on those passes where they've been able to beat the Cats across the middle, they've been comfortable. He's had time to throw. You get him uncomfortable. You move him around. You sack him. You know, we had 3 sacks in the first half, a couple here to start the second half. So the defense got it done on that possession, and now the Cats will get the ball back.
Let's see if we come after this. We've got pressure or not, man.
Hit's going to punt it away from his own 40-yard line, a very high punt. It's going to hit inside the 30 and take a Suwanee roll to about the 20-yard line, which is where the Cats will take it. So not a huge roll, about a 5 or 6 yard roll, and the Cats will take it 1st down and 10 from the 20.
I just don't get it, Mike. Why don't we come up and catch the punt? I mean, it don't hurt us there, but the ball's in the air. Come up and catch the punt. I mean,
well,
you don't know how it's going to roll.
Well, I don't know what's changed, because earlier in the year, Chase Phillips was doing that. He was coming up, and he was catching the ball. But you're right. It doesn't do you any good to send anybody back to return if they're going to be behind where the punt's going to come down. So I'm not sure. 1st down and 10 from the 20. Wildcats trail it by 1, but back on offense. Register takes the snap. Now he's going to run it. Now Register going to roll back there. He's going to fire one deep down the middle of the field, and he's got Chase Phillips wide open, and he's going to catch it across midfield, and he's going to go down right there at the 45. And if Chase Phillips keeps his footing, he's gone, but we might have a hold against the Cats.
What? There's another pink flag on this.
I'm not sure what they're calling. Both the teams are down the field. This is after the play, personal foul against the Wildcats.
After the play?
It's after the play. So this is going to come.
This will be marked off from the spot.
Yeah, this is going to be a completion. So Chase Phillips makes the catch inside the 45. It was a dead ball. So it's going to be marked back to the 40.
Chase Phillips and Red Rowe was both wide open. I saw it. But that's a great play by the Register. Evading the rush. He was under heavy pressure. He tucks it in, looks like he's going to run it, pulls back out, and hits Phillips down the field. Huge play for the Wildcats, even after the personal foul.
Yeah, Hudson Register made that play. He stayed alive. It looked like he was going to scramble, and then he just stayed alive, got back in the pocket, looked down the field, found Chase Phillips, made the catch, and then after Phillips goes down at the 45 of Suwanee, for some reason we got a personal foul. I don't know what that was on, but either way, we get a 1st down. We're at the 40-yard line, and the Wildcats maybe can get on the march here. 4:37 to go, 3rd quarter.
14-13 Wildcats.
Register in the shotgun. One man comes in motion. Register's going to keep it himself. This was a straight design quarterback run, and it's not going anywhere. No gain on the play.
They just faked the jet sweep there. Register kept it. There wasn't nothing there, Mike.
No, not that time. You're just trying to get some motion there, trying to get that defensive front to respect that jet sweep option, and then looking for a crease, and Register couldn't find one that time. It'll be 2nd down and 10. 3 receivers to the high side of the field for the Cats. Kanias Williams is in the backfield. Register fires one to the right side. Catch is made. They're going to make a tackle on Chase Phillips behind the line of scrimmage.
That was a missed block by Hudson Hodges out there, man. We ran a screen out to the right side, and Hodges just completely whiffed on his man.
So that's going to change things here. The Cats had a huge reception down the field to Chase Phillips. Would have had it in Suwanee territory. The 15-yard penalty backed us up to the 40, and now, after 2 straight plays of nothing doing for the Cats, we've got a 3rd and 14. Trailing by 1 point, coming near the end of the 3rd quarter here.
See if we take a shot downfield again, Mike.
3rd down play. Register takes the snap, looking to throw. Now he's going to scramble, and Register's going to get hit from behind. He gets 5 yards on the play out to across the 40-yard line, but it's going to bring up 4th down and 9. The Register was looking for a quick hit on the right side, Kyle. It wasn't there, so he had to pull it down and just try to get as much as he could with his legs. And Suwanee closed it up.
Yep, we'll punt the ball away here. We need to make sure we don't kick it away from 5.
Boatwright gets the snap. Kick to the right sideline over there. It's going to hit around the 30-yard line and just kind of die right there around the 31. So not a great kick, about a 30-yard punt.
What happened? Whoa, we got some stuff going on out here, Mike. We got teams. They're all fighting out here, boy.
Yeah,
it's getting chippy.
It looked like they threw the flag when number 9 for Suwanee pushed one of the Wildcats. So, and the Suwanee coaching staff is entirely on the field here, and you know, he's kind of in the ear of the official out there. Coach Hall is, and Coach Mays is way over there. I don't like the fact that Coach Hall is getting so much time with the official.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see what they call. I would think that's probably going to be offset. Coach Hall's getting on somebody on the sideline big time, though.
He's going back to talk to Coach Mays here. But this thing is, and Coach Mays is not happy about what he's saying there. He's saying my guy was getting his face mask pulled, and he cannot believe that they're going to call this whatever they're going to call it.
They're going to call it offset. I agree with Coach Mays. It's a bad call. That flag should have been on Suwanee.
Dead ball, personal foul, and they called it only against the Wildcats.
Unbelievable.
It's not offsetting, and that's why Coach Mays is so upset with the officials. And that's why I didn't like the fact that Coach Hall was out there in the ear of the officials. And, you know, listen, it's very fitting that Swanee's playing Why Can't We Be Friends backfield. Do you hear that?
Yeah, I hear him.
I don't like it, though, Kyle. I saw a Suwanee guy definitely get away with a big push there at the very end of that. And,
yeah, this defense has got to step up right here, Mike. They're going to walk this off 15 yards. They're going to be right outside the 50-yard line. We got to have a big stop here, down 14-13 with 2 minutes left in the third quarter.
14-13 ball game on the road. The Wildcats, big district ball game. 2.5 minutes to go, third quarter. First down and 10 from the Suwanee 46, and they moved.
Yep.
Their tight end was moving before the play, so this is going to be 5 yards of that 15 back for the Cats. First down and 15 now for Suwanee. They're at the 41-yard line, and you hate for the penalty flag to be such a part of the game, but here lately in the second half, it's every play I'm just looking for the flag.
Yep, the pink flag.
First down, 15. Suwanee from the 41-yard line. Sykes sends a man in motion. That's Rawson, and Rawson's going to be a decoy again. They're going to fire one across the middle, and it's going to be broken up.
Great hit by Oh, my God. They're going to call targeting on Roden. Great hit by Red Roden. That's a terrible call. Terrible call, Mike.
The receiver went up to make the catch on the pass, and he was dislodged from the football by Red Roden. And I don't think there's any way in the world that should be a personal foul against the Cats.
No, that's a terrible call. And this is getting ugly. I'm telling you, this is getting ugly right here. The Wildcat defense has really got to step up and bite their neck right now.
The officiating is definitely leaning toward the side of Suwanee.
I would love to know the penalty yards tonight. I mean, it's got to be outstanding. I mean, it's astonishing. I bet we've got 100 yards of penalties.
Good hit, looked like that time by Roden, and gets taken away. First down, Suwanee from the 41-yard line. Quarterback Sykes in the shotgun, takes the snap, fires one left side, catches made along the far sideline, and the Cats corral him, and now the flag comes down again from behind the play, and it could be a face mask on the Cats. And they're going to have to just pull these guys apart. And
yeah, they're all fighting out here now. I think Jefferson got a hold of the face mask right there, Mike.
Well, it looked like he did, but, you know, here's the thing, and it makes it look worse because you call the penalty on Roden, which really should have been a no call, and then you get another one right behind that with the face mask, and flags come flying from everywhere, and it almost looks to me right now like it's officials versus Wildcats. Yeah. Even though that definitely needed to be called. That was a face mask, but the play before that, you kind of set that up, where now everybody's looking at the Wildcat defense as public enemy one, but that's 30 yards on 2 plays for this defense, Kyle.
Yep. We got to find a way to make a stop here, man. We need to hold them to a field goal here. They're down here inside our 30-yard line. First down, we got to find a way to make a stop and get off the field right here if you're a Wildcat defense.
First down 10, Sykes in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, running back in the backfield. Snap back. He fires one out here to Fryer. Fryer makes the catch, and he's going to get tackled. Taz Kinghorn turned him back upfield there, and he's only going to pick up about a yard. Good job by Taz Kinghorn there on that.
That was Taz turned him back inside to Kel Cruz, and Kel Cruz makes a nice tackle there. We got 1:52 and counting the third quarter. Bulldogs are threatening a score here. We need to hold them to at least a field goal here, Mike.
Yeah, at least hold them to a field goal attempt, and maybe we get a block or something, 1:42 to go third quarter. Cat defense has done a good job. They're playing tough football, hard-nosed football. They've had some flags go against them here. Some deserved, some not deserved. Second down play, second down 9. Horn is in the backfield. He's the running back. They're going to fake it to him. Sykes is going to try to run it up the middle, and the Cats are going to hit him around the 20, so he's going to be 5 yards short of the first down. So third down is going to be a big money down for this Cat defense.
Great play by Owen Hodges right there, man. Huge play by him. He was deep, come back. He over-pursued and come back and made the play after the guy picked up about 5 yards. You got a big 3rd and 5 right here.
And you got to stay disciplined here. You got to stay in your assignment. Don't jump off sides and give them a free 5 yards here. You got to play good football here and make them think about kicking the field goal. Third down and 5. Sykes in the shotgun. 45 seconds to go in the third quarter. He calls for the football, looking to throw it. He doesn't have anywhere to go, and he gets bailed out across the middle, and Rawson makes the catch, and they got a big hit on Sykes in the backfield, and one of the Wildcats is shaken up. What a good throw that time by Sykes at the last minute. Kyle, I thought he was going to get sacked in the backfield, but he got a pass off to Rawson to the 9-yard line.
Yeah, great play by the quarterback for Suwanee right there, staying in the pocket, standing there, delivering a throw, and a great catch by Rawson. We had 3 guys on him, Mike. He just made a great play.
Yeah, the way that he jumped up to throw that football, I thought it was going to be a situation where he's just throwing it away. And Coach Mays is using this opportunity to let the official know what he's thinking. And
yeah, I think he thinks we had a shot block there, Mike, but we got a guy down.
But to me, it looks like the official just wants to argue with Coach Mays, telling him why he's right.
Yeah. We hadn't got many calls that went our way tonight.
No, I think when you go back and tally up the penalty yardage, it's definitely not going to be in our favor.
No.
Can almost assure you. So the Wildcat, that was Jeremiah Mitchell. He's going to get up, but help to the sideline there. Hopefully he'll be able to walk that off and be okay over there. But he was in some pain for a minute there on the sideline, but now he's putting a little bit of weight on that. Looks like that left leg, and they're going to help him to the side, so the trainers will talk to him. The clock's running. They set the chains, and it's 1st and goal, and the catch was made inside the 10, so after the injury timeout, the clock's running.
Why's the clock running and the play clock not running? What's going on?
Yeah, the play clock should be running if the clock's running, and it's not.
Why is the play clock running?
So
surely our coaches are going to ask.
You would think, but either way, there might have been less than 40 on the clock when it started running. I'm not sure. Either way, that's going to happen.
Let's go into the fourth quarter.
All right, so the Wildcats are going to be down by at least 1 as we head into the fourth quarter. 14-13, Suwanee leads. Let's take a 1-minute timeout. You're listening to Wildcat Football on WFBB. Foster's General Contracting and Plumbing is located in Glen St. Mary, building trust with quality work and dependability. Wildcat Radio is happy to be partnered with Robbie Foster and Foster's General Contracting this year. Foster's General Contracting and Plumbing, your hometown full-service plumbing and general contracting company. We're here to serve all your new construction or remodeling needs, both residential and commercial. Do you have plumbing needs? We do service calls and offer free estimates for any repair, big or small. Call us anytime, 904-653-1136. That's Foster's General Contracting. You can also go online to fostersgeneralcontracting.com. Locally owned and operated and has proudly served Baker County since 2006. Let's go Wildcat. First down and goal for Suwanee. First play of the fourth quarter coming up. Sykes, the quarterback, takes the snap, fires one toward the end zone, and a good play is made by Chase Phillips on Rawson, the receiver in the end zone, and Rawson is upset, and the flag is thrown after the play, and Rawson was trying to push Chase Phillips off of it. It wasn't Rawson, but they're going to throw the flag on Phillips. I'm afraid.
Yeah, man, we can't get out of our own way, Mike. We got to quit doing these undisciplined stuff, man. I mean, we're in a football game. We're fighting for basically our playoff life, and we're doing stuff. We're getting personal foul after personal foul. We got to control our emotions.
Kyler Hall is urging the officials to kick out our player. Come on. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct against the Wildcats.
Yeah, that's 2 of them. He may be kicked out. That's 2 on him.
But here's the thing, Kyle.
That's what Kyler Hall's going through. It's a terrible call, for one. I mean, you could call one every play with what's going on the field right now. They're chirping, they're fighting, and they're going to call something ticky-tacky like that, man.
Well, the officials need to get a hold of Kyler Hall, and I appreciate Kyler Hall, and I like him and everything else, but he's been on the field way too much in these official years.
Still playing for Suwanee.
That's what I'm saying, but that's not allowed, okay? So they need to understand that you can't allow that to happen all night long. And the officials are trying to explain this to Coach Mays, and
they're going to.
Well, I don't think the first one they called on Phillips was unsportsmanlike. I think it was a personal foul. So there's a difference in the unsportsmanlike and the personal foul. So I don't think they've had 2 unsportsmanlikes, and that's where I think Coach Hall is wrong. And the official just needs to tell him to go back to the sideline, and we've got it. You can't continue to allow this.
That's the thing, though, Mike. We have to. Coach Mason's got to get a hold of his team right now on the sideline and tell them we got to control our emotions. It's going to be a chirpy fourth quarter. You got to find a way to win this football game. You cannot keep shooting yourself in the foot by doing dumb stuff.
But I think what Chase Phillips was upset about was it looked like the receiver wasn't letting him get up. Either way, first down and goal now inside the 5-yard line. Sykes is going to be sacked. He gets away from the sack. He is hit out across the 15-yard line. And he dives all the way back to the 5. And, Kyle, he should have been sacked, and he was dead to right back at the 15-yard line.
Yep, great play by Sykes to get out of that, Mike. He was corralled in the backfield. We should have had him sacked. He got away, and he ended up getting it back to the 2-yard line.
I mean, there were 3 Wildcats back there on him at the 15-yard line or so, and he gets this thing all the way back to the 2. My goodness.
They're running clock now, man. Suwanee's thinking right now with a score they can put this thing away. So it's going to have to be this Wildcat defense has got to step up.
And that unsportsmanlike in the end zone a while ago was not an automatic first down, Kyle, which is in high school football they're not automatic. So this is actually a 3rd down coming up.
3rd down and 2 from the 2
for Suwanee. So if they don't get the touchdown here, then Coach Hall's really got to think about whether or not they add 3. Both teams have a kicking game, so it would be. It would be in their benefit to make it a 4-point game as opposed to a 1-point game. But if you're Coach Hall, you're sitting at the 2 and you're this close to pay dirt, you want to cash that in.
And the way this Wildcat offense has been all night, Mike, I'd probably go for it and make them come off the goal line. I mean, I don't know why Coach Hall wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I mean, that's why these guys get paid the money to be the head coaches, and we don't.
Yeah, that's right. That's why we're up here in the booth.
Because I probably would do things a little different if I was a head coach, but I've never coached a football team. I mean, 30 years of being on the radio, and
you've watched a lot of coaches coach football teams.
Head statistician for the Jaguars for a lot of years, and I feel like I know something, but I've never coached.
Yep.
Never coached. Now, I mean, Jared Roden may tell you the one year that my son played on his team that I tried to help coach a little bit.
The Vikings. That was the Vikings.
That was the Vikings, yeah. All right, here we go. 3rd down. 3rd down and goal. Sykes is in the shotgun. 1-point lead for Suwanee. The snap gets away from him. He's going to get sacked all the way back to the 15-yard line. Keyshawn Kennedy puts the quarterback down back at the 15. The snap got away from him, and so
that's going to make Kyler Hall's decision very easy.
Yeah, you don't even have to think about it now. So AJ Hitt, H-I-T-T, number 18, the kicker, he's going to be called on to make this a 4-point game instead of a 1-point game. But this is a win for the Wildcats. After all the penalties, everywhere we've been on this possession, this is a win for the Cats.
A bigger win to be blocking this field goal right now, Mike.
It's going to be from the 21-yard line of the right hash. It's a 31-yard field goal. The snap is back. The set down is good. The kick is on the way, and it looks like it's pretty good from here. And a 31-yard field goal for Hitch is going to make it a 4-point game. So it's going to be 17-13 Suwanee. But the Wildcats don't allow the touchdown, and so we stay within, one possession, 4-point game here.
Striking distance, man. Got to sustain a drive right here, go down, score. Let's win this thing.
We're going to take a 1-minute timeout. 10 minutes and 10 seconds to go in this football game. You're listening to Wildcat Football on WFBB.
Have you ever thought about cleaning out your garage or wonder what you need to do with all those aluminum cans or scrap metal you've got laying around in the backyard? Well, look no further. You just need to load it up and head to American Recycling. Tim Hughes owns and operates American Recycling on Woodlawn Road in McClenny, Florida. They're open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and on the second and fourth Saturdays of every month from 9 a.m. to noon. Stop by and see Tim and maybe even cash in on that stuff you've got laying around. Tim and American Recycling say, go Wildcat.
Tailored Healthcare Clinic right there in McClenny on South 5th Street. 259-5929 is the number. They offer primary care, traditional primary care services through the insurance, direct primary care memberships for an affordable monthly plan. They've got lots of different services they offer. Hormone replacements, one of the things they do, medical weight loss, aesthetic treatments, including Botox. Give them a call, 259-5929. And we welcome you back to Paul Langford Stadium here in Suwanee. And Kyle, you see there now where watching college football and NFL on Sundays is probably hurting some of these guys and their ability to stay sharp in the game. That time, the kick was kicked down to about the 3-yard line and just came dead there. Well, the Wildcats, Keyshawn Kinsey was over there. Well, he didn't think to go grab it. He finally did because the fans were urging him to go get the football, and he gets it back to the 13.
Yeah,
that was almost disaster for the Cats.
Yeah, we're starting inside the 15-yard line right now.
First down and 10, Register in the gun, going to give the ball off. No, fakes it to Kanias Williams, and Hudson Register's got a huge gain out across the 25 to the 30. A good job by Hudson on the zone read play out to the 31. So they avoid disaster on the kickoff, and then Register picks up 17 there for a first down.
Yeah, gets them off our goal line. A great run by Register, man. I'd like to see more of it, to be honest with you. When he gets going, Mike, he can run.
First down and 10 from the 31-yard line. Now the Cats, 9:41 to go. We trail by 4 to these Suwanee Bulldogs on the road. What a ball game this has been. Wildcats now with 10 on the play clock. 5 receivers set, 3 to the left and 2 to the right. Register calls for the football, takes the snap. He's going to run it straight ahead. Hudson's out to the 35-yard line and to the 36. He's going to pick up 5 yards on first down.
Yeah, that was a straight quarterback draw. They went empty, Mike, and just tried to spread them out, and they run Register right up the middle for another 5-yard gain.
Good job by Register that time because you know what? If it's a straight quarterback draw, you get the football and go. And he did. And he got the hole, got 5 yards, and the Wildcats have a second down and 5. Register in the gun. T-backs the block now. Wildcats, they run the zone read and take it to Chase Phillips, but Suwanee was all over that one. Yeah, we might get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and 5.
We faked ourselves out there, Mike. I don't think Register knew whether to hand her to give it right there, man. It was messed up there, and Suwanee did a good job defending it, and I don't think Register knew what to do with the football in that play.
Biggest third down of the night now. The Wildcats 3rd down and 5. We need to get it out to the 41-yard line.
8 minutes and 27 seconds count. I don't know, Mike. Are we in 4-down territory?
Well, let's see what happens on 3rd, and then I'll tell you. 3rd down play, 3rd and 5. Register in the gun. 8:16 to go in the ball game. He sends Hudson Hodges in motion, gives it to Kanias Williams. He's got a hole and a first down.
Yeah.
Kanias Williams just hit the hole, picked up about 8 yards. He needed 5, and the Wildcats have a first down to the 44-yard line.
Just what we needed, Mike, a slow drive. Hey, march it down the field, burn the clock. Let's score right here and go ahead and get out of Suwanee with a victory tonight, man. Hey, keep doing it, Wildcats.
And run all the clock.
Absolutely.
First down and 10 from the 44. Snap back to Register. He's going to fake it to Kanias Williams, and Hudson's got a hole out to the 49-yard line. He picks up another 5 yards on first down. Positive yards for this offense on first down.
They found something register right here running the football, man. And like I say, man, he's a big kid, Mike. When he gets going, he can move. Hey, that's your kinfolk, isn't it?
Absolutely. He's my nephew. 2nd down and 5. Register in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right side. 1 back in the backfield. 7:18 to go in the ball game. Hudson calls for the ball, going to hand it off. Hand off inside. Kanias running over people. He's down inside the 40. Kanias Williams running over people, picking them up, putting them down inside the 35-yard line and down to the 32, and the Wildcat team still pissed the whistle, man. The officials just let that play go and let that play go. They've got to blow the whistle at some point, and these officials,
yeah. Greg's running by Kanias Williams. Greg's running with some heart out here, man. These Wildcats are trying to win this football game tonight.
Well, they've been up against it here in the second half, but trailing by 4 with 6:44 to go in the game, the Cats have a chance to go take the lead. Handoff, Kanias Williams again. He fights his way inside the 30-yard line down to the 28. Kanias Williams picks up 5 on first down.
Feed him, Matt. I keep giving that man the ball. He's running the football hard right now.
And the Wildcats are going to get the mid-quarter timeout here. And that was actually 7 yards on first down for Kanias Williams. I agree. Between Hudson running hard and Kanias Williams running hard, the Wildcats can run some clock and go take the lead on this drive.
That's right. We got 6 minutes, 29 seconds left. Wildcats trail 17-13 here in the fourth quarter. Wildcats they look like they found some energy right now, and they are running the ball down the Bulldogs' throat right now.
No pass attempts on this drive.
Not at all.
And it's not like we haven't been able to throw the ball tonight. You know, we have. But Coach wants to shorten this game, go win the football game.
Well, we called it, Mike. We said let's have a long drive, win this game. What'd you say? Run the clock. Run the clock. They like to run the clock over here anyway.
Here's the thing, though, and I as much as I like to run the clock and play power football, the way this drive's going and where the ball is, there'll still be some time on the clock if the Wildcats go down and score here.
Yeah, they will be. We got to score first.
Yeah. But you got to score first. You're right. So go get the touchdown. To me, I don't care if they score on this play or 10 plays. Now we go score. We need to go score. Second down play for the Cats. Call it 2nd down and 4. Register is in the shotgun. We're looking at the 28-yard line or so. Handoff Kanias, and Kanias is met right at the line of scrimmage that time by Suwanee. So not a lot doing that time.
Yeah, we went back to the well, and the well went dry on us there, Mike. But we got a big 3rd and 4 coming up here. You're definitely in 4. You're in 4-down territory here. You're going for it on 4. If you got 2 downs to get 4 yards, Mike.
But here's the thing, Kyle. You know, the Wildcat coaches saw that. If they get that over pursuit in the middle, try to go outside here. 3rd down play. And Register fakes out to Kanias Williams. Got it. Have a touchdown. 10-5 touchdown. A big hole opened up in the middle of the field, and Hudson Register takes it 26 yards for the touchdown run.
Like you just called it.
The Wildcats have taken the lead.
You called it over pursuit on Kanias. He had a great drive. Kanias ran us all the way down the field. They keyed on Kanias. We faked it, Kanias. Great zone read by Register and a great run by the young quarterback, man. I say young quarterback. He's a junior quarterback, and he's throwing up in front of our eyes. Great play by Register as quarterback right there.
Good job by Hudson Register. The Wildcats had the last extra point blocked. This one will give us a 3-point lead, so it's an important extra point here. We need a good snap, we need a good hold, and we need a good kick here. And Coach Mays is upset and has to call a timeout.
Do we not have enough people on the field? No, we don't, Mike. We're unbelievable, man. Oh, boy.
Yeah, the Wildcats had the wrong personnel, so Coach Mays has to burn a timeout. But I told you, I didn't care if we scored on that play. The next one, 5:51 to go, leaves Suwanee plenty of time on the clock. But here's the thing. The Cats now have taken the lead back. So the Wildcats had the lead early on in this game, 7-0 after our first possession, and haven't led since until now, until the 5:51 mark. And we take the lead back from the Bulldogs. It's 19-17 Wildcats, and we've got an extra point pending here to see if we can take it and make it a 3-point game.
Before you folks listening in tonight, me and Mike talked about it a little bit. We got 5:51 left in the fourth quarter here, and the Wildcats are we're fighting for our playoff life. I mean, you hate to say it, but the truth, guys. We got to win this football game tonight.
Yeah, well, they really. I mean, if Godby's lead holds over at Wacoa, the Wildcats need to win every game the rest of the year.
Yep, we can't afford to slip up anywhere, and it starts tonight. Extra point coming right now.
Register to hold. The snap is on the way. The snap is set down, and the kick is going to be good. Boatwright drilled that one and makes it a 20-17 ball game. Let's send it back to the station. The Wildcats with a 3-point lead. You're listening to Wildcat Football on WFBB.
Baker County Farm Bureau wants to wish the Baker County Wildcats much success this football season. Baker County Farm Bureau, specializing in auto insurance, homeowners insurance, along with life insurance. To get started with Farm Bureau, contact Jack Baker or Justin Webb at 259-6332. That's 259-6332.
Hi, this is Larry Birkins of Birkins Chevrolet in McClenny. It is truly an honor to help make these Wildcat radio broadcasts possible. Birkins Chevrolet with sales and service 6 days a week. Cars, trucks, SUVs, certified used cars. We help customers establish or reestablish credit. Thank you, Wildcat fans. From Larry Birkins at Birkins Chevrolet, US 90 in the heart of McClenny.
Online at BirkinsChevy.com.
Kickoff time here at Paul Langford Stadium. The Wildcats took the lead 20-17 a moment ago after the big 26-yard touchdown run by Hudson Register. And the Wildcats get the extra point from our buddy Brock Boatwright and makes it a 20-17 ball game with 5:41 to go in the football game. So, Kyle, now Suwanee's going to take it 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. And the Wildcat defense, let's go 4 and out here and get the football back.
Yep. We got the game where we want it, Mike. We got it in the defense's hands, and I don't think we'd want it any other way, will we?
No, that's exactly what we want. And I think they got mixed up on these timeouts and everything, so they're actually now calling mid-quarter timeout. But we've got 5:41 to go in the game, so set the scene. The Wildcats took the lead to start tonight. Kanias Williams scored first for the Cats to make it 7-0. Then it was 14 unanswered points in the first half from Suwanee. They got 2 big touchdowns from M.J. Rawson, their big-time wide receiver, and they held a 14-7 lead going to the locker room. We talked about it at halftime, so the Wildcats would get the ball to start the second half, and get the ball they did. Hudson Register found Rhett Roden across the middle for a 91-yard touchdown pass to make it a 14-13 ball game. Unfortunately, we had a bad snap on the extra point, and so we got the extra point blocked. So 14-13 is where we sat. Suwanee came down, had a good drive. They were aided a lot by Wildcat penalties on that drive, but our defense was able to keep them out of the end zone and held them to a field goal to make it a 17-13 ball game. And just now, the Wildcats capped off a great drive, running the football. No passes on that drive, Kyle. And Hudson Register, between Register and Kanias Williams on that drive, they just took over against that Suwanee front and wore them down, and the Wildcats were able to take the lead, and now we lead at 20-17, and that's where we're at.
They did, Matt. The offensive line did a great job, too, getting pushed, man. It all come together out there. And the Wildcats, it's all about will. When you get down under 7 or 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter and your season's on the line, are you going to show up and fight? That's what the Wildcats just did, Matt. Now, can the defense do the same thing?
But they're going to have to. I mean, if you want to get out of here with a win tonight, in a game that's been chippy, and a game that's been back and forth, and a game that's been, everything that you expect from a high school football game, especially 2 teams like this that, like we talked about, carbon copies of each other. And I tell you, Frank Allen was exactly right. These 2 teams, very similar. They're the same team, basically. And right now, the Cats with a 3-point lead, and our defense, in spots tonight, Kyle, our defense has played very well. Yep. We've gotten after the quarterback. I think we've got 6 sacks tonight between a lot of different guys. So
it's all going to come down to this drive, though, Mike. Can the defense step up one last time for these Wildcats?
1st down and 10, Suwanee. 5:41 to go in the ball game. Sykes is going to send one receiver to the right side, and he's got 3 guys in the slot. They toss sweep to the left side, and Horn's got a hole. 35, and they found something over there that they were looking at, and Horn took it out across the 35, and that should be a late hit. It will be against Suwanee. Number 50 is going to get penalized there, but they did get a running play that had a first down out near midfield.
Yeah, they had a fumble. They're going to call him down. We recovered the ball, but I think we had a late hit after that. Kel Cruz, keep your composure, son. We don't need a flag here.
No, and Kyler Hall is again in the official's ear over there, and I mean, he's got a point. His guy was playing to the whistle there because they kind of called that a fumble, but either way, after the play there, that's absolutely a personal foul against Suwanee. So let's go back and kind of reset it so the fans at home know what happened. They ran the football to the left side. He had a big hole. He got out near the 45, 50-yard line. Wildcats slammed him to the ground, and when they did, the ball came flying out. Our guy picked it up, and their guy came and just leveled him, and the flag came out. So it should be a personal foul after the play against Suwanee, and it will be. So they'll back this up from the 48-yard line back to the 33.
Coach Hall's still out here crying. I mean, my God, man. We've had 15 of them tonight.
I mean, it's time that they throw a flag on Coach Hall. And I like him, but when the referee's got to be yelling at him back and forth, Kyle, they've already got a sideline warning. They should get 15 yards against the coach here. I'm sorry, they should.
Absolutely. He's over here about to throw his headset.
And the official was yelling at him. And when the official has to yell at you, that should be a flag. I'm sorry. That's got to be a sideline. They've already got one sideline warning. All right. Either way,
it'll be 2nd and 5 out here after the penalty.
15-yard penalty moves them back to the 34-yard line, so 2nd down and 5. 5:30 to go and counting in the ball game. Sykes, the quarterback for Suwanee, he's in the shotgun. Sykes takes the snap. It goes over his head, and he's going to fire one. And it should have been picked by the Wildcats. It should have been picked off by the Wildcats, but they get a catch across the middle to the 44.
Yeah, that was Fryer. Corey Fryer with a great play. Another great play by Sykes. He snaps high, Mike. He catches the snap, bats it down like a volleyball, and completes a 10-yard pass over the middle.
And a Wildcat was standing right in the way, but Sykes, he was very aware. The snap was over his head. He went back and got it. He was aware, came back, made the throw across the middle. If our linebacker would have been paying attention, he'd have had a pick six.
4 minutes and 53 seconds and counting on the clock.
First down, the snap goes over the head. Sykes has to go all the way back and jump on the ball inside the 25 down to the 22-yard line. Big play for the Cat defense there, and they didn't really do anything, but that's 2 snaps in a row that have gone over Sykes' head.
Yep, I don't know if they got a different center or whatnot, but that's 2 bad snaps in a row, and it's 4 minutes and 29 seconds and counting right now. We'll take anything we can get. That's a loss of about 20 yards. Live Oak has 1 timeout left. Wildcats have 2.
Second down play now. Suwanee is backed up. Don't get their 20. They're backed up at their 23-yard line. They've got to go all the way to the Wildcat 46 for a first down. Sykes in the gun. Good snap this time. He's going to fire a little underneath screen pass to Horn. Horn's going to run it out across the 30, and Chase Phillips makes a good tackle right there at the 33-yard line. A nice tackle by Chase Phillips.
That's a great play by Chase Phillips. Now, if Chase Phillips don't make that tackle, he's off to the races.
And Horn got up and signaled first down, and he doesn't realize that he's 23 yards from the first down marker.
Well, he did cross one of the markers, but it was the line of scrimmage.
I mean, what kind of awareness does Horn have? He just got up and signaled first down to the Wildcat defense, and they've got a 3rd down and 22.
Huge play right here for the Wildcat defense, Mike. Big play. This may be the biggest play of the game.
3.5 minutes. The clock's under 3.5 minutes to go in the game. 3 receivers to the right side for Suwanee, 1 to the left. Sykes calls for the football, fires one out to the right side, and it goes to nobody. His receiver was on a different communication schedule that time. Sykes was looking for him to go inside, and Fryer stayed outside, and that's incomplete, and this is going to be 4th down.
And they got no choice, Mike. With 3:10 left, they got to go for it.
Oh, well, they have to go for it, but the Wildcats stop here, and we've got a chance to run the clock out and win this game on the road.
Yep, Suwanee don't have but 1 timeout with 3:10 remaining here, so I'm sure we'll. Huge play right here. Your Wildcat season on the line, guys.
They need to get to the Wildcat 46-yard line for a first down. They're at their own 33-yard line. So they need 21. 4th down and 21. Coach Mays desperately trying to get a timeout, and he gets it right before the play call.
what do we do? We got Taz Kinghorn out here covering 5. I'm not sure what we're doing. I think that's why I don't think the safeties knew what they was doing either. That's why Coach Mays called a timeout.
Yeah, he was trying to get a timeout, and the official almost didn't see him. Mays was 10 yards onto the field sprinting out there. I saw him, but the official couldn't, and I'm a mile away. What in the world? 3:06 to go in the ball game. Wildcats with a 3-point lead, and they've got Suwanee in a 4th down and 21 situation. And Kyle, I'm going to tell you to take the other team's hat here. You're the offensive coordinator for Suwanee. What are you trying to do here?
I'm getting the ball to 5. I'm throwing the ball to 5. I'm hoping for a big play by 5 or a pass interference or something, but I'm going to 5 right here.
One way or the other, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You're going to your playmaker.
If I'm Coach Mays, I got 2 guys on 5 right here.
I don't let him get off the line of scrimmage. I just put 2 guys there right on the line with him, and then a safety to protect, and then just cover everybody else man. I mean, that's what I would do. And see what we do over here. Let's see if we come out the same thing we did a while ago, Mike. I don't see Chase Phillips is backed up into a deep safety. 5's going to the slot on the right side. I got Kel Cruz on him right now. All right, here we go. 4th down play. 4th down, they need 21 yards. Sykes, the quarterback, is in the shotgun. 3:06 to go in the ball game. This play could be the ball game. Sykes calls for the football, looks to throw. He fires one left side. It's going to be incomplete. Yep. Now, there's going to be no flag on this sideline, and the receiver just fell down. Kyler Hall was looking for an interference flag there, but the receiver just fell. Yeah, great play by Taz Kinghorn over here, and great coverage by the Wildcats. That's going, hey, we got a chance to run this clock down. It's 2:59 right now. The Bulldogs have 1 timeout. Let's see if we can get the ball to Knife and run some clock and get out of here with a win tonight. Suwanee fans are headed for the exit, Kyle. They gave up. You see this? They grabbed their seat cushions, and they're walking out. They are. Some of them leaving right now, Mike. There's a lot of time left on the clock. I mean, they don't have a lot of faith that they're getting the ball back. Look at that. Seat cushions in hand. They're heading to the exits. The Wildcats may have come over here and stunned them with a 4th quarter win. 2:59 to go in the ball game. Hudson Register leads his team back to the field. 1st and 10 from the 32 of Suwanee. Kanias Williams has got it. Kanias Williams is held up at the 30. He's going to fight his way inside the 30 to the 29, a 4-yard gain on 1st down. Let that clock run, Mike. Let it run. Nice gain on 1st down. Kanias is running hard right now. His offensive line is getting pushed right now, too. It looks like to me we wore this team down a little bit. Yeah, well, definitely in the 4th quarter here, the team that has wanted it more has been the Wildcats, and you can see that at the line of scrimmage. Yep. Let it run, Mike. Let it run. 2:28 and counting. 2nd down and 6 at our own 30-yard line. Yeah, after this play, the Wildcats will run this thing under 2 minutes, and if we can pick up a 1st down, we can kneel on it. 2nd down and 6. Register in the shotgun from the 31-yard line. Register fakes the snap. He's got a big hole. Hudson 15, Hudson 10. Hudson Register 5, and Hudson Register for a Wildcat touchdown. It's been open all night. Here in the 4th quarter, they keyed on Kanice. It's been Kanice, and when he pulls it, he's been untouched a few times, Mike. 2:01 to go, and the Cats have opened up a 9-point lead against Suwanee on the road, 26-17. Huge play for Hudson Register. 2 touchdowns in a row for the quarterback here in the 4th quarter. He's back out there to hold the extra point. Hudson's going to be sitting at the 10. Need a good snap here to make this a 10-point game. Snap is back. The set down is good, and Brock Boatwright has drilled another extra point. He is automatic, and it is 27-17, and the Wildcats lead this thing by 10. And it's a 2-possession game with only 2 minutes to go. I'll tell you, man, you've seen some heart out of these Wildcats tonight. You're fighting for your playoff life. You come out here and you showed some heart. You showed a different, I'm telling you right now, this team right now show what they're made of tonight. And hats off to Coach Mays and them to get these guys to come play as hard as they played tonight. I think they knew they were fighting for their playoff life, Mike, and they showed it in the 4th quarter. Yeah, no doubt about it. And this is going to be a huge road win for these Wildcats, and they showed a lot of heart. You said it, I mean, we were down 14-7 at the half, and even after the 91-yard touchdown pass, we were still down because we got the extra point block. It was 14-13. They had a chance to come down and make it either an 8-point game or 9-point game with a 2-point conversion. And Kyle, we stopped them and made them kick a field goal, and that was the key stand of the game to make it a 17-13 instead of instead of what could have been 21 or 22.
Yeah, they had the ball at the 2-yard line. I mean, we're looking at they're going in and walking for a touchdown.
Yep.
I mean,
Wildcats will kick it off. Suwanee's going to take it at the 21-yard line. Return man gets out to the 25. Wildcats need to contain. He's going to be out to the 35 on the far sideline, and he's going to get near midfield, and that's 5. I don't know why we kick it at the 5. I got no idea. But the only good news, and the reason I can chuckle a little bit, we've got a 10-point lead, and they've still got 47 yards to go for a touchdown. So he does return it back to the Wildcat 47 here, and they'll put it in play there with 1:48 to go on the clock. We'll keep it right here through the end of the game. And, Kyle, for all the Wildcat fans still listening, the Wildcats will take the road next week. They'll be on the road to Satellite, to take on Satellite. That's a non-district game, but every win so critical for the Cats now to get this record where they need to be and the points to where they need to be for a possible playoff berth. Kyle, I'm going to send it to my partner, stadium voice of the Wildcats, Tim Wilder, and let him call the game next week for Satellite, and then you and I will be back on the air for the last 2 home games when we play Dunellen and Wakulla. Yep. First down play, they're going to fire it across the middle, and it's going to be incomplete. Taz Kinghorn on the coverage, and Taz Kinghorn separates the ball from the receiver, so first down incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Minute 41 left on the clock here, 27-17 Wildcats. Great play by Kinghorn.
Yeah, Kinghorn got there at the same time as the football, and a nice job by Kinghorn. He's played well tonight. This Wildcat defense has played well. This Suwanee offense has moved the ball. They've shown that they can throw the football, and this defense has got 6 sacks on the night, and they've held them when they needed to for sure and held them to 17 points. 2nd down and 10. Sykes, straight drop. Phillip Jackson flushes him out of the pocket. Phillip Jackson was coming to get him from behind. He dumps it off, makes the catch on the far sideline, and the Wildcats will come up and make the tackle at the 32-yard line. So Suwanee now with a first down at the 32. Once they set the chains, the clock will run. It's at 1:32 right now. Now the clock's moving. With any luck, after this play, we should be under a minute to go in this game. 10-point lead for the Cats. Clock moving, 1:16, 1:15. Sykes calls for the football. Looking to throw, fires one across the middle. It's going to be intercepted. It's intercepted by the Cats. Cale Cruz, what a play late in the football game, son. And now they're going to throw a flag after this on the Wildcats for throwing the football in the air. I don't mind that. But the Wildcats, Cale Cruz came in there and got the interception and then threw the football back towards Suwanee, and you're going to get a dead ball unsportsmanlike against the Cats. But who cares? Ball game is going to be Wildcats. Take a knee and get out of here. And I'm telling you, Mike, this is a great statement win for the Wildcats tonight, man. What a hit to the game. First turnover by the Wildcat defense comes with 1:05 on the clock, and it couldn't have come at a better time. Cale Cruz read that one, stepped underneath the pass, stepped in front of the receiver, and caught the football. And the Wildcats are going to get out of here with a win. We can kneel this thing out. Man, what a night. I'm telling you, man, I think you watch these Wildcats grow up a little bit tonight, man. You watch them. I think Coach Mays told these guys, you're playing for your season, and they come out here and they took it serious, man. And it is impressive what they put on the football field now, offensively and defensively, man. When they had to make plays, we made plays. When they needed it, we did. You're exactly right. And Kyle, I told you earlier in the game when we were talking about Hudson Hodges and his brother Cooper being over there in London. I saw earlier that Alicia Stabley Hodges, who's over there in London, said she was listening from London, so I want to give her a big shout out. Yeah, I've seen it. I think she said it's 3 a.m. here, so she's going to be tired tomorrow. I said, whoa. I'm glad they're listening. The Hodges family is a big family in Baker County. I hope they have fun in London, and I hope they bring home a Jaguar win. And the Wildcats will kneel on this thing, and that's, well, they can't leave the field yet. You got 30-second play clock. They got to go back and do it. They got time out too, so. My goodness, I don't know what they're thinking. They're trying to run off the field, and I'm glad Frank Allen and these Live Oak Suwanee people that are so hospitable to us are our friends up here, Kyle, because there's been a lot of bad blood on the field tonight. But the Cats are going to get out of here with a win. What a good win for these Cats. What a good win.
I don't know if Coach Hall's not even going to take the time out.
Cats kneel on it, and that'll do it. Wildcats get the win. 27-17, the clock's going to tick out here, and the Cats go on the road tonight to Live Oak and get the big win on the road. We'll move our season to 4 wins and 2 losses on the year, Kyle. We'll go to Satellite next week, and then 2 more home games. One of those a district contest against Wakulla to close out the year, and Dunellen as well, and that's the way the Wildcat season will end. Kyle, your final thoughts tonight on the game?
Nothing, great win for the Wildcats, I think, and nothing changes next week, Mike, or nothing changes the next 3 or 4 weeks. Wildcats has got to win. We're fighting for our playoff life. I don't think the district really matters at this point. I think we're playing for points tonight. We have absolutely got to win every game we play right now, and the Wildcats play like in the fourth quarter tonight.
27-17 to win, a great win for the Wildcats. Say good night to Coach Pittman, and say good night to all these Suwanee folks, and they've been very hospitable to us up here, Kyle, no matter how the tempers have been on the field, right? They have. And coaches shaking hands at midfield, and good win for us. Want to thank all the folks that listened in tonight and all the Wildcat sponsors that make it possible for Wildcat football. I saw my buddy Tim Hughes from American Recycling listening in tonight. Saw my buddy Robbie Lancaster from Taylor Healthcare listening in tonight. All those guys make it possible for Wildcat football to be here on the air, so we thank them for everything they do. And big win, 27-17. The Wildcats now even up their district record. They go to 1-1 on the year. Want to thank my buddy John Meadows and Corey back at Glen Baptist for keeping us on the air, and thank them for everything that they do for Wildcat football. And, John, we're going to send it back to you and say good night, everybody. Go Wildcats.